Give me 1 second. Let me just make sure everything's up and running. Come on, Twitch. Come on, Twitch. Come on, Twitch. What's going on? Load it up, please. Thank you kindly. There we go. Why does it keep giving me... Don't show this again. Dismiss. There we go. All right. Welcome, welcome to our Monday stream. Let's just dive right back in. There we go. The russet wood. Let's go, let's go, let's go. We've got a shit ton more of this DLC area to explore after all. Okay, so we got about a corner of this area cleared out. Let's go ahead and keep moving. Oh. What the? Oh dear. The wolf lies upon the snow, panting with exhaustion and pain. An arrow has pierced its foreleg, jutting gruesomely from the animal's flank. The wolf growls softly as you approach, tail between its legs. Oh, but I had Kana learn it. Why can't he use field triage? That's kind of bullshit. We have a chanter on our team, and we have a field triage person in Kana. Why can't I use either of those? That's kind of bullshit. Calm the wolf. You approach the wolf slowly, speaking in low and calm tones. Gradually, the wolf stills, though it still gazes up at you fearfully. Examine the wound. The wolf appears to have crossed a hunter's pass. A silver arrow has pierced the wolf's leg. The state of the fletching suggests the wolf tried to gnaw it off. Try to remove the arrow. Kana moves forward to aid the animal. Your efforts to calm the wolf seem to have paid off, for the creature remains still, save for the occasional whimper. Kana carefully removes the arrow and then binds the wound. Barely an instant after he is finished, the wolf suddenly scrambles to its feet. It regards you for a few moments, then sets off through the trees at a limping trot. Morning, morning. Welcome, Tenwin, and welcome, Sir Justin the Lion. Good to see you both. Okay, so yeah, you just needed some other thing in order to get it activated, and then Kana was able to use his ability. It's still done very weirdly. Okay. Let's keep going and see what else is in this area. Okay. Oh, it's a lake. Didn't it say that there was... Oh, russet. Oh, no, it's a crater. Okay. Interesting. That is insanely deep for a random hole in the ground. Oh. Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright, alright, alright. No, no. No, it's just you trying to avoid running into trouble necessary, but it's just pitter-patter, pitter-patter. Yeah, pretty much. Oh, dear, okay. Oh, no, not a... God, fucking damn it. Okay, okay. We need to... I don't even know if I can get close enough because of the fucking short range on this. Let's see here.
What?
Yes, yes, Durance. Go ahead and throw down the blessing. Aloth, if you'd be so kind, I want you to hit the druid. There we go. Then I want you to... There we go. Druid's still taking damage. That's fine by me.
Uh-huh.
Once per encounter. Yep. Just go ahead and give me that. Nope, Kana's good.
Yes.
There we go. Okay. Nice and quick. Speaking of which, I need to modify. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I have not touched this in a while, have I? Let's go ahead and make a new one. No, 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 no. That gives us additional burn damage. That causes Rime and Frost Trap. That causes an Aura Frightened. Okay, so we want Dull the Edge, Blunt the Point. Then we want a DPS bonus. Then we will do... Yes, I like that. Okay. Okay, now that we've set that up, go ahead and grab that. Ooh, Fine Hide Armor, a Stag Helm, 2 Athletics, 1 Dexterity, immunity to Stuck. And the rest of it is all just the regular stuff. And a Stag. There are a lot of just crazed druids out here in the woods. It's kind of getting a little annoying. Oh. Oh, these are the things you warned me about, Tenwin. These are the things that are immune to crush damage, aren't they? So, for example, I need to switch him to his regular weapons. That's slash damage, so that's fine.
What?
Go ahead and throw that down. They are not immune to control, though.
Lava.
Oh, well, managed to ward that off. That's unfortunate. What the fuck happened? What? Hits the Ice Blast for 7 damage. Hits the Ice Blast for 16 damage. Where? Okay, so how did she take almost 200 damage? Where? I'm looking, game. Where is it? Cause I'm not fucking seeing it.
Zawa is ready. Following your lead. What?
I fucking hate it when games do that. I fucking hate it when games do that. I fucking hate it when games do that.
That's it.
The fireball. Oh my fucking god. Okay, there's an actual bit of damage. It actually says there's some damage. I love how I'm still seeing nothing else from them, but somehow we continue to take damage across the board.
Following your lead.
Lead the way.
Just gonna go ahead and throw Frenzy on. We're gonna go ahead and then run in.
Following your lead.
There we go. For that doll, go back, because holy crap. Okay. Primal Waters all across the board. Thank you for that. Gave us plenty of experience, which is nice, I will admit. River Reeds. Interesting. Alright. Let's keep to the south down here. Oh, and let's
Zawa
switch
is
you
ready.
back to... There we go. Still haven't found that slaver camp that we've been meaning to find.
I will walk unseen.
Well, somebody set up a camp here. Oh, Hunter's Camp, Russellwood Crater. Yeah, it was a Shrine to Gallowayne. I can't believe I forgot to even check that. So begs the question, what's going on? Oh, dear. Okay, what did we find? This cracked wooden staff is nearly buried beneath the frost and snow. To your senses, the gathered essence shines like a beacon. Examine the area. The camp is long abandoned, and what remains is buried beneath a layer of ice and snow. The staff seems to be the sole item of note. Touch it. You reach out with your watcher's sense, and the feeling of a drifting soul surge forward, as if eager to be heard. A feeling of fear and urgency ripples through you. Here, across the distance spanned by time and identity, you only know that you are out of time. Oh.
Did you think to escape me by climbing a mountain? I would have tracked you across the sea, thief.
Please, Master, have mercy. I kept the grimoire hidden safely away, and I can take you to it.
The book is nothing. If you had studied a little longer, you might have learned that. But no apprentice of mine will steal from me and live.
Wait, no!
Okay, what dipshit decided to steal from an archmage? The yellowed piece of parchment shows a rough drawing of a cluster of trees, but little else. They could be anywhere in the White March. Yeah, stealing from an archmage who helped rewrite the laws of magic is probably not a good fucking idea. Oh. Oh.
Wait.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
You go after that one. You go after that one. We're gonna grab you. Good.
Tell me.
Let's go ahead and increase his speed. Go ahead and blind him. Get me good damage. We're doing good damage. Go ahead and give me the paralyze. Give me magic missiles. Good damage. Now give me some AoE. Nope, he's still dazed. We're good on that. Go ahead and paralyze him. There we go. Everybody gang up on the last one. Oh, wait, what the fuck? What? I don't know what the fuck just happens there. It's alright, Kana, we got it. Whoa, what the fuck? Are they literally just getting up? Ah, okay, that makes sense. Armed with clubs and... oh, a liver.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're fish people.
Wait,
Ow. Ow, what in the fuck? I'm sorry, how does he get a sneak attack when we're not getting flanked or anything? Fuck you. Some crafting, rope and grappling hook, tundra hood, and we can't take camping supplies. You can use triage to alleviate health. Yeah, but it's only one time is the problem. 20% of their health over 12.6 seconds. Oh dear. Wait, what? Vampires? Gently with the fingers. They're the best part. I don't want... A slow smile creeps across her face as you approach. The other men and women turn to look at you, their mouths filthy with blood and goblets of flesh. Well, hello, handsome. What brings you to this part of the Russet Wood? Why don't you tell me what brings you here first? The god of death has willed that we are to remain here as servants of the pallid night. There is a path to the wheel that some stray from, patrons of animancy, the very old, the blindly lucky. We set them straight, and Bereth allows us to consume them that we might continue his work until it is decided that we too have overstayed. Until then, we relish the journey. Yeah, oh boy. Another person who's just like, oh, I'm just a follower of Bareth. I'm just doing the Death God's work. And it's like, yeah, by brutally murdering and killing people and then either consuming them or doing something else unwholesome. I'm starting to see why the Church of Bareth doesn't get much respect despite their god being very important, because it really seems like every 2-bit murderer and undead monster is just like, oh yeah, I'm just a follower of Bareth, guys, lol. I'm looking for an ogre matron. Oh, how nice. She's staring at you intently and doesn't appear to have heard your answer. Forgive me for staring, but I've never met one of Bareth's chosen before. Her companions glance at each other and lower their eyes in a small amount of respect. You have nothing to fear from us. In fact, we are at your service. Is there something you wish of us? Why do you venerate Bareth? Because of this. She pulls aside her cloak to reveal the gaping, bloodless wound over her heart. All of us bear the similar wound. We should be dead, yet still walk. What can it be but a gift from Bareth? Well, actually, given everything we've learned, it's pretty much exclusively animancy. Like, literally, you don't even have to explain any other way. It's animancy. I'll be back if I need you for something.
Huh?
Yeah, we might just blow them up at some point. Mostly the gift of a certain Helig. Yeah. Many of the frozen corpses are missing fingers or have had chunks of flesh cut from their thighs and torsos. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4 zombies, and then 3 of them are that. We will see if I should come back here and deal with them. Since I'm a death god like that, so it's interesting that they're actually serious. Like, I was half expecting to be like the bandit we ran into on the road, where he's just like, oh yes, I venerate Bareth. It's so interesting to see another death god like, by the way, I'm still going to kill you. But these guys actually seem to be like, no, we are vampires, we are killing people, but we are actually followers of Bareth. But again, I'm starting to see why the Church of Bareth doesn't get much respect, despite their god being one of the most powerful. Oh, it's a fucking ogre again. God damn it. Yeah, of course there's gonna be more than one of them. Go ahead and grab that one. Thank you. Now go for the cannoneer. Okay, so much for that. That only fucking controlled him for like 2 seconds. And she's taking a lot of damage. Kill the cannoneer. Paralyze him. Go for him. There we go. Jesus, she takes a lot of damage. Eldritch Aim, Ogre Blood. Very nice.
Following your lead.
Yeah, barbarians be like that? No shit. There we go. Get her health back up a little bit. Okay, so we know the ogres are now at the northern end of the map. Let's head south and keep exploring around here. Oh, you've seen that animation, the YouTube short on that, haven't you? I go into rage again.
I may be large, but walking the coals
Don't
has
care
made
if
me
you be
light on my
foe or
feet.
friend. I believe the person who did the singing for that is the same guy who did the Fireball song. I really hope they do a full version for the Barbarian as well. Because they did do a full version of the Fireball song. That was really good. As you walk towards the frozen pond, a figure appears through the mist. Kneeling down next to a hole in the ice, the figure picks up a large chest and throws it into the water without hesitation. Oh yeah, the druid, what is there? The thunderstorm or lightning storm or something? The figure looks around you, glimpse a face you've seen before. Cassettle, one of Lofta's acolytes, pulls a hood over his head and throws a leather bag over his shoulder. Without looking back, he walks away in the direction of Stalwart Village. Yeah. Yeah, the necromancer puns. Seen that too. Cloudy water is visible through a large hole cut through the thick ice. It is larger than a fishing hole, wider than a broadset amawa. Stirred? Yeah, stirred. The surface of the water laps against the layered ice. You reach out to test the water. It nips at your fingers with every ripple, quickly numbing your hand after but a few seconds. Inspect the area. You carefully inspect your surroundings. Animal tracks are plentiful, but what appears to be footprints of the kith are also present near the hole. Looking closer into the hole, you notice a jagged ring of frost adhering to its walls. It has been rebroken, perhaps more than once. Look through the water to the bottom of the pond. The water swirls silty and nearly opaque. You attempt to see through the murk, but can make out nothing in particular. Okay, we have, like, rope and a grappling hook. Wouldn't it be a decent idea to use that to try and fish out whatever he just dropped in there, rather than diving in ourselves? There we go. Cast Bulwark against the elements before diving in. Have Aloth cast Bulwark against the element. Oh, except it only works on himself. That is... the sudden flash of light from the open page, you're bathed in a protective aura. Wait a second. That's not how that works. Bulwark against the elements specifically said it only affects the caster, yet here in this event, it's able to be casted on us? Game, you're breaking your own fucking rules here. Pale elves with a natural frost resistance can do this essentially free? Oh, okay. I mean, that makes sense. Fine. The protection offered by the spell lets you swim with ease to the bottom of the pond. Directly below the hole at the very bottom, your hands find heavy metal objects made of wood and metal. These are chests, small but heavy. You start to bring them up to the surface one by one, struggling to carry their way through the water. After a heroic effort, you come out of the frozen pond. You let a few minutes pass to recover from your ordeal, and then you're ready to inspect your findings. The chests are marked with the symbols of Ondra. You grab one of them and pry its lid open to reveal its contents. Inside, all you see are rocks. You shake the surprise off and grab another chest. The same results greet you after opening it. More rocks and nothing of value. Something is assuredly amiss. As proof of your findings, you take one of the empty chests with you. Ah, somebody at their church, or perhaps even the whole group, are not actually disposing of the objects that have been given to them. They're taking them and then they're faking dropping them off in here.
Don't see many on these roads, and the few we do are hunters, woodcutters, or smugglers.
The woman cocks an eyebrow at you and gives you a half smile. She holds herself with a confident grace, a conspicuous holster slung over one hip. Beyond her is a wagon loaded with supplies, with manacles dangling from one end. Yeah, that does seem to be the case, Tenwin. You must be Defala. I believe I've heard of you, a slaver who's after Aleph. Well, so much for the subtle approach.
And here I was thinking we'd found the last pleasant company on the road. I'm after him, all right. He's going to answer for his crimes in Raid Saris, and one way or another, you're going to stay out of my way.
Yeah, no, see, in a lot of cases, I'd be willing to hear you out. No, really, in just about any case, I would be willing to take the diplomatic approach, but believe it or not, no one deserves slavery. All right, Tenwin, I will humor you. What crimes?
Didn't tell you that part, did he? First off, he chose his indentureship. Had to make up for some bad luck at cards, I hear. More importantly, he murdered his master's son, 13-year-old boy. Killed him as he fled.
I hate everyone in this conversation now, Tenwin. Thank you for helping me clarify this. I hate everyone. You all deserve to fucking get buried in the ground. Nonetheless, he belongs in prison, not in a slaver's pen.
His master sees it differently. Shame we couldn't do business.
Okay, fine.
Tell me.
I was actually half willing to let you walk away after that because there's a legitimate reason for him to be in prison, but you decided to make it more about slavery again, which guess what? I'm gonna say fuck you. Okay, they're going for the marksman. They're going for that. She's over there. Going to swing wide. Kana, shoot him. Aloth, go ahead and smack him with your additional spell.
Zawa is ready.
Yes, Zawa, I know you're ready. Thank you for that. Oh boy, there's a whole bunch of them. Okay. See if we can grab her. Come on, do it.
Tell me.
Are we... I thought... Hello? Use the fucking spell? Thank you. Give me a bounding missiles on them. Go ahead and give me swift strikes. Zoom. Now go ahead and give me a stunning blow. Clearance, if you could just go ahead and do that. Thank you. Oh, okay, that was a weird slowdown there. Spirit bonds of universal suffering. The initial target is hit with a crushing blow. Enemies in a cone behind them. Yeah, we've seen that one. Yeah, just go with that. I still got her to shoot her own dude. Let's go ahead and paralyze her now. Thank you. Go with them. Yeah, no, we don't need to do damage to himself. Let's go ahead and pop that. And now we deal with her. Yeah, we get to go have a conversation with Aleph. A very long conversation, most. Well, actually, it's probably going to be incredibly short. Hey, Sint, welcome. Oh, and Kato, my apologies. Didn't see that you guys came in. Fine arquebus, fine pistol. Okay, okay. Decent gear. And a horse. Oh, some more stuff. Very nice. Some mushrooms. We'll definitely need to rest at some point after this. Oh, the carcass steams in the snowy chill. The kill is recent. Okay, we've almost got this area explored. Nope, nothing else over here. We know... Okay, hold on, hold on. I know... We know that there's a wolf encounter over there. Oh, hello. What is this? Stones are strangely warm to the touch. Although most of the runes are indecipherable, a few look like names. Stones are warm to the touch. That's surprising. I can't even think, aside from magic, I can't even think of how that would work. Oh dear. Oh, that is a big bear. That's a big bear. Okay.
Will do.
Okay, hold on.
Zawa is ready.
Lead the way.
Let it come to us. There we go. Give it a second.
Zawa
Run
is
in.
ready.
And go ahead and give me a paralyzed spell. Everybody go. Alright. Use your spell. Endurance, use your mastered spell. Go ahead and siphon off some of its defenses. Go ahead and... Yep, just go ahead and frenzy. Alright, paralyze him again. There we go. Yeah, it's a named bear. Oh wow, 7 elder bear claws. Okay. And Greyjaw's hide. Oh, wait. Does that actually have a... It's not in quest items. Oh no, Greyjaw's hide worth 500. Ooh. I imagine someone in town has got to know about that. Yep, these poor bastards. Oh, hello. Plus 15 trap accuracy. Weapon change recovery. Dexterity, though. The simple belt isn't much to look at, but it's been a favorite of savvy adventurers for years. Its snug but comfortable fit and its myriad pouches, sheaths, and loops allow the wearer quick access to weapons and tools. Armors and leatherworkers have tried over the years to replicate the coil of resourcefulness or even improve upon it. But the ideal design remains a matter of controversy. All anyone can agree on is that none of the recently produced belts are as good as the original. Every few years, however, an adventurer will show up at an inn, campfire, or hunting lodge claiming to wear the original coil of resourcefulness. Speculation will run rampant once again as supporters and detractors compare the most recent specimen to the various and contradictory accounts from old adventurers' journals. Interesting. Day 4. Took another stag. Still not enough hides to make this trip worth it. Day 6. Blizzard coming. Staying put until it passes. Day 9. Close call with a pair of ogres. Lucky they didn't see us. Day 11. Tracking a large bear that Nurin spotted from the ridge. Might even be Greyjaw. My grandfather told stories about him. Wouldn't that be something if we were the ones to finally kill him? Day 12. It's definitely Greyjaw. We're dangerously close to the ogre cavern, but we've got Greyjaw trapped and his hide is too valuable to pass up. 3 of us should be able to handle 1 bear. Well, it turns out the answer to that question is actually no. It's okay if you build Kana as a I have a weapon for every occasion, which is not very good, but fun. Yeah, I could see that. I mean, it is just a belt with a stat bonus, which is already good, simply because we don't find nearly enough belts, and stat bonuses are hard to come by and incredibly important in pillars so far. It's definitely not worth the +3 to might. Actually, I'd probably give it to Zawa just to further increase his action, or I'd give it to Maneha to increase her speed because she's actually a bit behind. I also forgot. Oh yeah, actually I'll give him that one because it has a +1 to dexterity on that, and that will allow me to give her, where is it? The belt. And that will equalize her dexterity. Yeah, now she's not taking a penalty to bonus, or taking a penalty to action speed. Unless you have the proper tools, just saying. I mean, they did have guns, so it's not like they tried to fight the bear in melee. Still not the best decision. The ugly helm. I had a run where I found like 5 or 6 of those and no other helmets. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, those helms, the only person they fit on is Haravius. Haravius is the only person that helm looks good on. And he already has one. Although, to be fair, this is Zawa we're talking about. Zawa wouldn't give a shit. Ah, yes. A stag helm that is still blood. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. I didn't realize the whole fight was here. Fuck me. Can we fall back and I think we can fall back and force them through the entrance. There we go. There we go. Do that. And then have Zawa back up at the front. There we go. Have him engage there. Have him engage there. Okay, Aloth, you know what to do, buddy. No, no, don't go too far forward. Come on, right there. There we go. Nope, I'm not dealing with your stupid druid spells. Fuck you. Throw this down. Is this dexterity and accuracy? Yes, okay, so we're going to throw that on them. There we go. Now give me abounding missiles. There we go, and she's dead. Fuck you.
Right.
And Ranger Dwarf? Oh yeah, I guess it could work on Sagani. Oh dear. A lot of people died here. The Wolf Cave. Oh, but the fact that there was a goddamn dryad outside leads me to believe it's not just gonna be wolves in here now, is it? It's gonna be wolves and druids, or wolves and whatever.
Nice and slow.
I'm going to hate myself for having to fight them, aren't I? Oh. 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 Oh, I should have known. It's not just a wolf, it's a wolf man. Oh god, druid wolf. I hate druids. Standing tall amongst the wolves inhabiting the cavern, this creature turns to face you as you venture forward. Scores of wounds and scars riddle its hide, and one dull eye stares out blindly from its skull. It growls a threat as you approach, one echoed by its fellows. You know this half-wolf for the spirit-shifted form of a druid, though you see no gleam of Kith intelligence within its eyes. As the creature's feet lie 2 villagers, both heavily wounded, the other holds an arm across his stomach, and he looks up at you with pleading in his eyes.
Please help us!
As the beast turns its head back towards the hunter, you sense a strange aura emanating from it. It is as if its hide were holding in a tempest of soul essence, fierce and all-consuming as the flame. Can you understand me? The creature snaps and snarls. Evidently uncomprehending, it edges towards the nearest hunter even as it watches you balefully with its single eye. Reach out to the beast's soul. It takes little effort before the beast's soul threatens to overwhelm you with its raw intensity. Wrath and hunger buffet you from all sides until you reach through the storm to find a smaller, dimmer pulse of light and are swept headlong into its memory. The chill bites into your cheeks, your lungs burn from the run. You look down at the little wooden carving in your hand and run your thumb along the edge of a carved bear's spine. Hold on, let me take a drink. The totem has already brought you luck. You found 2 rabbits and as many snares, and that is a rare enough feat these days. You are certain now that it was a gift from Galawain, and that you were meant to find it on that lonely shrine and take it. Your father's voice snaps you out of your reflection, and you rush forward to rejoin him beside the campfire. You brandish the hairs and catch a glimpse of a rare smile under his graying beard, but the smile disappears almost immediately. As the shadow falls over you both, you feel the rush of wind a moment before the log comes crashing down and rolls out of the way just in time. You hear your father cry out in pain somewhere nearby. Both the hairs and the totem slip from your grasp. You can feel power surging within you. Your heart thunders in your chest, but instinct pulls your senses into order, and you feel the familiar stretch of limbs, the sudden dizzying shift in height, but something is wrong. Your senses are fading. Rather than growing stronger. There's a howling in your head like a screaming chorus, and everything in you shrieks for you to bite, to tear, to eat. The memory slips from you, and when you come back to yourself, the beast is shaking his head as if to clear an inch, clawing at its ears. And before you take raw damage just for reading their minds, it wouldn't fucking surprise me at this point. I'm honestly surprised we haven't had, given how useful the Watcher abilities are, I'm honestly surprised we don't take damage or debuffs for using them against people in conversations. Soldrin. The creature snaps and snarls, evidently uncomprehending. It edges towards the nearest hunter, even if it watches you balefully with its single eye. Oh dear, I don't think there's a way to stop this, unfortunately. You can do this peacefully. I'm not seeing an option. Throw a torch as a distraction. You fling a torch at the beast, and it gives a sharp yelp as the torch bounces off its hide with a small burst of embers. The beast leaps away from the hunters, stumbling in panic, but the other wolves surge forward, snarling. Well, so much for that. That just keeps them from attacking them right now. Well, this is sucking. I do want to do that. I mean, we can back off. We can back off. As I said, I limit my reloads, but I don't like that. There is no way to know that I would need to find that shit and return it to the shrine. Yeah, that's what making the most sense. I want to do this peacefully. So there... See, I would think then... Hunter's camp, maybe. Oh, you have to listen to the Wolfman? Oh, god damn it. See, but... It is that camp? Yeah, I figured. I don't like moments like that because there's no way to tell if back off actually backs off or if it just surrenders to the end of the conversation. Help! Yeah, can you understand me? Reach out to the beast's soul. We saw all this. Yep. Soldrin, okay. Back away. As you draw back, one of the winter wolves suddenly leaps in front of the hunters, taking up a defensive posture. By the way it favors its leg, you recognize the wolf you helped in the wilds. Ah, okay, see? See, it would have been nice. See, that if I had known that that was the case, I could have picked that option. I mean, you get what I'm saying, right? Like, there's no way to tell that backing off is going to actually back off, and it doesn't just lead to, oh yeah, and then as you back off and he doesn't attack you, the wolf moves forward and slaughters the hunters. Like, there's no way to know that it's going to not do that. Also, what the hell is, Oh, okay, here we go. I guess we just auto-resolve that? Yeah. Rewards, 15%, Father's Teeth, Copper. Somewhere deep in the ruins of Ibril's Well, a pair of Pigra. Of Pugra? What is that? Yeah, ooh. The W makes an ooh sound. The Pugra prey on travelers and offer up sacrifices to their mother. In the past, travelers simply knew to avoid all trails leading near the wells, but in recent years, the Pugra have increased the range of their hunts. Travelers have been abducted or killed on the roads between Solace Vale and Midwood. Glenfathans are reticent to enter Ibralswell due to the religious significance of the ruins there, but that hasn't stopped the residents of the affected town from requesting help from within the Deerwood. Oh, then we'll send Haravius. That's an easy choice. If the Glenfathans are having issues, we'll send one of their own to help out. Make things nice and simple. Check the report. No damage was done. Yay.
Worth a look.
Aha. The skull-sized piece of wood, wow, that's a big totem, has been carved into a stylish figure of a bear striding forward. There's a multitude of decorative engravings and gouges cut into the surface. Full of some golden scalings and a potion of major regeneration. Yeah, that would be my luck sometimes, wouldn't you know it? Yeah, vicious mercenaries. I mean, they were probably either hired by the Dominals or they were hired by the guy who's trying to replace us anyways. Yeah, I'm going there 10 when I know that's what it's gonna want to do. Yeah, from the sound of it, he disrupted a shrine to Galawain, and then, yeah. You set the totem back down upon the shrine, and the wind suddenly picks up, lifting powdery snow and leaves into the air. You hear the distant baying of hounds upon the breeze, and the air grows thick with the scent and taste of copper and gunpowder. The bear's carving's eyes seem to gleam, pinpoints of crimson against the sudden growing darkness. Lean shadows prowl against the backdrop of the stone altar, and for one timeless moment you feel as if you're being pulled away by a current of fear and ferocity, the thrill of chasing and the panic of being pursued. At last it releases you, and the shadows melt away under the moonlight. In the distance, you hear a mournful howl. Yeah, I can't imagine that Soldrin is going to be in a very good place mentally, because he probably just got all of his memories back. Could be Theos. Theos strikes me as the kind of guy who, if he wants to kill us, he will kill us. He would send the mercenaries after us specifically. As far as he's concerned, Caed Nua doesn't matter. At least, according to how the story's panned out so far. The young man nearly vanishes within his tattered furs. Both man and hide are covered in patches of grime and dried blood. His head snaps up immediately as you enter, and you find yourself on the receiving end of a fearful, one-eyed gaze.
What's happened? Who are you?
He reaches up to touch the skin around his blind eye gingerly. I return the totem to Galawain. It appears you're cured.
Galawain, the totem! I took it to gift to Father, and then the ogre attacked. I changed, and it was like I was shackled to someone else. He wanted to chase, to hunt forever. I remember it in pieces. It's mostly darkness, but I could see. Sometimes. I think I hurt someone. Wait. My father. Thiersch. Is he alive? Where is he?
He's back at the village, injured, but alive.
Oh, merciful gods. I don't know what to say. What you must have seen of me.
He looks to the bones scattered across the cavern floor and cringes.
Remember the taste. How can I return home after all this?
Zawa slaps Soldrin hard across the face. Soldrin looks at him with wide eyes, dumbstruck. Zawa shrugs. Usually works for me. He looks around at everyone. What? Soldrin seems to shake off the hit. Zawa, what the fuck, man? Your father would have helped you if he had known what had happened. He'll be glad to see you.
Do you think so? I fear he may greet me as a monster still. But then, if that is the sentence I've earned, I will accept it.
Zawa, what the fuck, man?
And beg my father's forgiveness. To you, I offer this. It is the dearest thing I own.
Oh great, another neck item. He lifts an amulet over his head and hands it to you.
I will tell my father what you have done for me. If you mean to return to Stalwart, perhaps you will find me there.
I had to say, you don't have to have a belt or gloves or boots even. Guardian Spirit on unconscious. Foe target 20% slash damage taken for 30 seconds and summons a phantom. That's useful. And +2 constitution, which is really the main advantage there. Yeah, but there's nobody I can really put that on that it actually does me any fucking good. Let's see if there's anything else in this cave. Oh, what have we got here? Some bony, potion of major endurance. Nope,
I
nothing
will
else.
walk unseen.
Nope, nothing else. All right. Like, again, somebody had to have done the numbers at the end of the development of this game and its DLC and gone, huh, why do we have so many neck slot items? Why do we have so many amulets and other things that go in the neck slot and, like, so little of everything else? The items are random? Oh, so it's just my bad luck that I've been getting almost nothing but neck items across the board in this game. I don't know whether to feel better or more angry about that. Okay, so we're above the ogre cave,
And if
right?
I find something good, you can have half.
Those... Oh. It isn't completely random to serve. Yeah, there's an item pool that it's drawing from, essentially, and I just keep somehow ending up with neck items. Deerford has a belt to buy? I think we might have already gotten that. We've been to Deerford a while back. Okay, do we want to deal with the ogres right now is the question. Sup, guys? Is it just the two of you? Or are there more of you over here? It looks like it's just the two of you. Oh, one of you's a cannoneer.
Zawa is ready.
Yes, Sawa, I know you're ready. Thank you. Go ahead and paralyze him. Well, that was great. Thanks, game. Good to know that the ogres have not just a powerful knockdown effect, but it's an AoE. Thanks. Good to know. I mean, I could have snuck by them, and maybe that would have helped, but I'm getting kinda sick and tired of the ogres just being able to beat the shit out of me every time. Also, we don't really have a stealth character, Tenwin, because, well, stealth has been useless for the entirety of this game, pretty much. Oh, in this cave? I certainly hope you're right.
The ogre that decorated this cave would be much in demand among the Takan. The skullwork is very pleasing.
Petrified skull is as cold and hard as stone. Wax tears dribble from the eye sockets. Ah. Well, then I guess we'll give it a shot, because I would like to resolve this without having to kill every single fucking ogre in this place. We can... Again, though, the problem is, I don't think I have... Yeah, I have Stealth 2... Stealth 2. Yeah, that's it. And that's only because I've got that stealth coat on one person. Okay, hold on. That guy's probably going to come back, so we want to wait for him to... We can get a strong ogre bias here. I mean, ogres haven't been that bad, all things considered, honestly. We have most of the time had good interaction. Up until this point, yes. Up until this point, when the ogres decided to just be hostile right from the gate, we had been doing pretty well.
Right.
I hate long patrol routes, because now I don't know if this guy's coming back or not. Oh, that requires a proper key. Of course. I level up all of my mechanic skill on my main character, and what do I get for it? Nothing. Traps that can't be undone.
Look.
Fucking shit that I can't get past. Keys that are needed. Go ahead and save. This might be the one area we save Scum, because if the only way to get through it with and get a peaceful resolution is to not kill all the ogres, well, and avoid combat, that's going to be difficult. I have no idea where I'm going. This looks like some kind of refuse pile. A wide shaft snakes deep underground. The lip is surrounded by scattered refuse and half-gnawed carcasses, but wisps of light wink along the walls below. Yet the chute disappears into darkness. Peering into the depths, all you see are shattered bones and streaks of frozen sludge stuck to the ice. A rancid odor of rotten meat wafts from the chute. The ice that varnishes the chute feels slick and smooth and will not offer any traction. The faint echoes from the depths suggest that it is a long way down. However, you notice a thick stalagmite nearby. It looks sturdy enough to hold a rope and a grappling hook. Good thing we bring plenty of these. You grab the rope and plant your feet as best you can on the slippery ice. You lower yourself slowly, seeking out rough patches and ribs in the marbled and filth-streaked ice. After several minutes, the mouth of the chute disappears above you. The climb tests your patience more than your strength, forcing you to choose your footholds carefully, until the chute opens into a wide cavern around you. You lower yourself hand over hand, keeping your half-numbed fingers wrapped around the rope. You still can't see the bottom. As you look around, a glint of light catches your eye. You see a small outcropping clinging to the wall nearby, skeletal remains clustered on a ledge, and between the bones, you see a glimmer. The edge of the outcropping is just close enough that you might be able to swing to it. You heave your weight from side to side, building momentum. The rope creaks under the increasing stress, but the ledge is almost within reach. You swing once more. As your fingers brush the outcropping, a loud crack resonates down the chute, and the rope gives beneath your weight. You experience a panicked moment of freefall before the rope snags again. While you can't see all the way to the mouth of the chute, you guess that your grappling hook dug its claws into the ridge of the ice just in time. It's holding for now. You tighten your grip about the rope and consider your option as the rope creaks overhead. Try to reach the ledge again. Despite the risk, you decide to make another attempt at the ledge. You pump your legs to get the rope swinging once more. Quickly picking up speed, you prepare to reach for the outcropping, and a metal clang happens above you. The hook tumbles from its anchor above you. You pick up speed, wind whistling past your ears, and a scream tearing from your throat. You slam against jagged rocks and hard ice, tumbling down the narrow tunnel as the world spins around you. And with a final crash, the chute spits you out into an open cavern. Well, that didn't fucking work. Ow. Oh. Oh, fuck. Sup, guys? Ow. Wait a second. I'm the only one who didn't get injured. The fuck? Don't worry, guys. We can do this. Causes the rope to break. Lands. Is the only one who didn't get injured. Oh, God. Also, we landed, like, in reverse of how we're supposed to be, so that's... Yeah, I guess I probably did. Well, we're out of those spells. Just go ahead and hit him with that, then. And go ahead and hit him with that. Ow. Oh, I'm paralyzed. That's always great to see. Fuck you, game. Oh, great. There's a whole group of them.
How may I help?
That's it!
Lavaru, be on seat!
Do that. Go ahead and do that. Ow. Okay, Durance is taking a shit ton of damage. Why? Kana, switch to a melee weapon, deal with that guy. Okay. Plenty of shit. Random shit at that. Oh, would you look at that? A troll hide belt. +1 endurance per 3 seconds. I mean, it's not much, but it's a belt. I'll go ahead and put it on Zawa. And now we need to camp, because we got our fucking asses kicked by an event. I'm not a death god like for nothing. Yeah, apparently. You awaken and hear someone stirring. Growling. Looking over, you see Maneha, twitching and muttering in her sleep. You can't make out what she's saying, but from her bared teeth and the sheen of sweat on her brow, it appears to be a very bad dream. Take her awake. She sits bolt upright, roaring and reaching for her weapon. I kind of want to. We don't usually get to do might checks because they're always like really, really aggressive and horrible, but she's a barbarian. She can take it. Your punch lands squarely on it. Her gaze darts around but slowly focuses on you. She grimaces and looks away, wiping her face.
Sorry. I must have been dreaming.
She lies back down and turns away from you. About what?
No, it's nothing. Sorry, I shouldn't have bothered you.
You aren't bothering me, but something is clearly bothering you. I'd like to help. She's quiet for a long time. It seems like she's already gone back to sleep, but then she sighs.
You told me about your awakening.
Oh, I suppose we should have had the actual full conversations before this, because I'm assuming that's what she's referring. Durance stirs. Maneha waits silently until Durance rolls over and resumes sleep, and resumes deep, steady breaths.
I guess I've had a similar problem. There's something I remember from a former life. Happened hundreds of years ago, but I remember it like it was yesterday. Happened while I was fighting in Old Valia 20 years ago. My unit was camped out in the palace we'd just taken. The others were roasting the last of the Marcheso's pigs in the feast hall. So I went to the wine cellars to fetch a few bottles.
She works her fingers into a knot.
I don't know how long she'd been hiding there, but there was this old woman. Must have been one of the servants.
Her fingers curl into fists.
She had this wild look in her eyes. I approached her and tried to tell her not to be afraid, that she was safe.
Maneha holds out her hand, reliving the memory.
She screamed and grabbed my arm.
Closes her eyes.
It felt like someone had hit me in the back of my head. I blacked out for a few minutes, and when I came to, she was gone. I took a few bottles up with me, feasted with the rest of the troops. But when I went to bunk, I had a dream.
She shivers.
Only it was more vivid than any dream I've ever had. I tasted the sweat on my lips, felt the jungle air on my skin, heard the cries.
She stops and swallows, shaking her head. This dream, a memory from a past life.
Like when you hear a song you know you've heard before. Anyway, I laid off the drink for several days, but I kept having the dream. After a few weeks, I thought a change of scenery might do me good. Since then, I've been a pirate in the Deadfire, a pilgrim in the White That Wends, an adventurer in the Living Lands, and a gift-bearer in Ashamatal.
What next, then?
I told you I was looking for the Abbey of the Fallen Moon so I could leave something behind. There's a pool there, the Salt Well. It's where gift-bearers leave the heaviest burdens. It's said that a person can enter it and leave their own memories behind.
And you would attempt to leave this haunting memory within the Salt Well?
That's the plan.
What if you lose more than you intend?
At this point, I'd gladly give up all my memories if that's what it takes for peace in this life and the next.
Well, we do need to do the conversations with her and Zawa at some point, I will admit. No, she didn't take a penalty for me hitting her, at least. That's good. Yep, no way to climb up from here. That's what I figured. Well, maybe the ogres will appreciate us dealing with the, local fishman population. I mean, you may have been joking, Tenwin, but it wouldn't have surprised me if the game had done it. That would have been my luck. Oh, he had some coppers on him. No?
Worth a look.
Aha. Oh, hello. Great helm, iron skin. Oh, Ondra's tooths. The Wayfarer's hide. Light armor, recovery speed minus 25, DR of 11, but with higher resistances to pierce and freeze. Grants nature's vigor once per rest. Okay. 25 defense against hobbled, stuck, paralyzed, and a superb damage reduction. A famed dwarven explorer, Katrin Katrin. Katren exemplified her people's reputation for wanderlust, undertaking journeys spanning entire nations on both sides of the Great Eastern Ocean. To aid her in her expedition, she commissioned a set of hide armor which would allow her to cross treacherous terrain. Let's actually pronunciate our words here. Without hindrance. Inspired by her stories, the armorer enchanted the hide to grant the wearer uncommon stamina. The sight of Katren running along unscathed through a field of thorny brambles became a common one. It is said that Katren's fame and experience was such that she was asked to accompany the expedition, which would ultimately result in the founding of Durgan's Battery. Whatever the truth of the matter, no further records of her exploits exist. Maybe Sunday, last time you did a talk to the companions, it took 2.5 hours. Yeah, to be fair though, that was both a combination of Durance and Grieving Mother at the same time. And also the fact that I went on a tirade about my speculation for what direction the plot was going, and that probably added a good 40 minutes to it.
Nice and slow.
Okay. Yeah, they are literally just fishmen. I'm honestly surprised. I do like the direction though. Usually fishmen are usually like portrayed as being very small, like you usually get like the Murlocs from Warcraft. I actually like these guys look pretty fucking big. Can you assume Zawa isn't a talker? That is true. He does strike me as someone who's gonna keep talking and not shut up.
Huh?
Alright, let's deal with it. Yeah, here they come. Alright, alright. Go ahead and paralyze you. And Aloth is paralyzed, and Durance is paralyzed. That's just great. Thanks for that, game. That's fine. I've got my own paralyzation spells. There we go. Go ahead. Nope, he hasn't taken any wounds. There we go. And we do that, and then we do that. You guys up and running yet? Good. There we go. Yeah, I have noticed that. Zawa takes a lot of endurance damage, but he takes almost no health damage when he actually starts losing health. So he's actually pretty good as a frontliner. You just gotta support him. Take that.
I shall be quiet as a calm sea, which is not.
Oh, fuck. How many of you fuckers are there? Oh, these ones are just spellcasters, so they're about to have a very bad time. And that, folks, is what happens when you don't have anybody to block for you. Mushrooms. Hey, this key is the size of a large dagger and unusually heavy. Don't grab it. Don't leave it behind, goddammit. Yeah, it looks like the ogres used to fish down here, and then the fishmen moved in, or swam in, because it wouldn't surprise me if they came in through, like, an underwater tunnel or something. Okay, keep moving. What else have we got? Okay, these fish guys are... Oh, well, so much for that. I thought I would have a chance to do something. No, you jackasses. Get back here. Give me that. I really don't like that these guys seem to have a built-in paralysis effect. Also, what the fuck? He critted 5 out of 6 of those attacks? What the fuck? Oh, kinda leveled up. Go ahead and grab lore. Go ahead and grab... Okay, hold on. Level 3 invocation. Let me see what we've got here. Requires 5 phrases to have enchanted. Gives a friendly AoE effect of +5 might, +5 constitution, and +5 resolve for 42 seconds. +5 dexterity, +5 perception, +5 intellect for 42 seconds. Deals a bunch of freeze damage. Friendly AoE revive with endurance. Nice. Summons 2 ogres. Summons a Drake. Yeah, I like the ogre's one. Oh, but knock not on the door of Erdel and Girdle. Why does that just sound like something that Kana would actually say? If I remember correctly, we already picked up the other... Loses him on attack speed. Interrupt. The interrupt might be decent for him. Penetrating shot. We don't need to slow down his already abysmally slow. How about that ogre bias? Ogres are good people. We just need to convince them not to eat people, and they're pretty decent. Yeah, none of those are going to help. Let's go with... Yeah, we'll go with Marksman.
Yeah.
I'll take all that. Thank you very much.
I shall be quiet as a calm sea,
Oh,
which is not very quiet.
I was about to say, that looked dangerous. Thank you. And thank you for the experience, too. Okay, so the ogres have definitely set up their own traps down here to try and keep the fishmen out. Oh, no, no, no. Let's leave the ogres alone. Let's leave the ogres alone. We're trying not to cause more problems with them.
Finished.
Thank you. I'll take that free experience. Thank you very much.
Finished.
270 a pop. Fuck yes. Oh, god damn it.
Wayfaring sailors made to...
Are they immune to each other's attacks? Because that's kind of hilarious. Please cast it. Thank you. Oh, right. Switch to your other weapons, Zawa.
That's not very helpful.
Where is this damage coming from? 36 crush damage. Oh. Accuracy if it rolled 90 plus 6 is a hit. Why did they just do... What the fuck? They do so much goddamn damage.
Tell me.
It is no use.
Fitting. And
Please kill her. Please kill it. Please kill it before it kills us.
That's it.
Sure.
All right, gather up the water blight, primal water. Thank you. Okay. Flames that whisper, lower cavern. Okay. Let's see where this goes. Hopefully not somewhere where there's going to be immediately ogres that spot me and... Oh, no. Okay, we're, well, hot damn. That worked. Hello, ogre matron. We'd like to actually talk with you.
Fish. Sweat. Sulfur.
The ogre matron sniffs at the air, her nostrils as wide and dark as 2 pistol barrels. Ah, good. The smell still lingers. God damn it, Zawa!
Approach the flames that whisper clan with the stink of stalwart heavy upon you. You fill our halls with dreams of battle and bloodshed.
A feral grimace parts the matron's teeth, yet even while her fingers clamp into fists, she watches you carefully. Why would I attack you? It was the Wolf with the Many Mouths clan that attacked Stalwart, or so I heard.
Matron Forgash's clan. But it's rare that you thin-skinned folk know the difference. And Stalwart.
Her teeth lock into a snarl.
The villagers spy on our camps and spoil our hunts. They pick us off only to retreat behind their walls.
Cold fury rumbles in her voice.
Like a crack in the ice, they spread deeper into our lands with each waning moon. But we'll answer them blow for blow.
She punctuates her words by ramming one meaty fist into the other. The villagers seek the White Forge, and there are fewer of them every year. They're not after you.
Yet they come with weapons in hand, and mark their passage with the blood of my kind.
Wiry black hairs bristle along her arms and neck.
And their strength fails, so they send you to carve a path through the fallen keep.
A shiver runs through her thick flesh. Durgan's battery. It unsettles you.
Of course it does!
Her hot breath hisses between bared teeth. The other ogres growl and glare at you. I think you have their attention, Savani.
It's the diseased carcass of a ruined civilization. It festers with restless spirits and rotten magics. I see. Ugh.
She roars and clutches her head with a wide, long-fingered hands.
Dreams. Hailstones falling like cannonballs from the ramparts. A frozen gale screeching through the tower door.
Her nails plow trenches through her ropey hair and raise a spot of crimson along her scalp. Finally, her growls subside and her breathing slows. She looks at you with bloodshot eyes. She's either a druid or a cipher, because they're the only ones who usually pick up on spirits. Most dreams are fears given a face, but that does not mean those fears are unfounded.
My dreams drove me to found this clan. Now my dreams tell me that Stalwart's ambition will destroy us.
Stalwart is barely surviving as it is. The last thing they want is further trouble with you or anyone else.
The dreams show me a heap of rubble atop their village. Yet why would they send you?
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if that was the case for Zawasint. He's figuring out new ways of how he can just visually disturb people just by existing. She slits her eyes, scraping her leathery neck with plate-thick fingernails. I had heard of another adventuring company, believed to be members of the Leaden Key, crossing your path. I'm looking for anything they might have
The
found.
Night Winds whispered this name to me. They found us clubs and cannons ready. As for what we found on them...
She sighs, heavy plumes gust from her
I've
nostrils.
more trust in you than those villagers. Or the next pack of fools they call here.
She scratches her head, and the rough sound is like the scraping of an iron file. Oh, high praise indeed.
I'll give you my blessing. And the remains of the last clods that passed through. Perhaps they found something of value to you. But you must keep Stalwart from harassing us further.
He raises one thick brow to regard you. Agreed. I'll do what I can.
Then take the bounty of your foolish predecessors. May it serve you better.
Her lips twitch, and one of the ogres standing near Berrigan mutters something into her ear. Speckleback jerky, potion of major endurance, Leaden Key robes, a Wodaka hood, and a Leaden Key expedition journal.
You have the peace of flames that whisper, and my thanks for avoiding unnecessary violence to my clan. Morag can give you a place to rest, and access to our supplies. Speak to him at the mouth of the cave.
He raises a scarred and muscled arm and points back the way you
I
came.
hope your skills are as fine as your words. It is rare that a matron betrays her dreams.
I'll do everything I can to help. Don't worry. What is that? Regular Crag Ogre Cannoneer.
Nice and slow.
Aravius explored the ruins of Ibril's Well extensively and found a wide array of dangers in the ancient city's crumbling homes and palaces. Though the Pugra had always been hostile to outsiders, Aravius was able to speak with them and realized that they were being mentally controlled by someone else. The source of the increased attacks was an Orlan cipher who had been disowned by her father and subsequently banished from the twice-split Arrow clan. Especially skilled at mental domination, the cipher was using the Pugra, her children, to make a small fortune off the unlucky travelers. However, once Aravius drew her out into the open, the overconfident cipher was quickly defeated. In the cipher's lair near Ibra's Well, Aravius discovered a grisly treasure, a necklace the Pugra had formed from the teeth of the Orlan's murdered father. Grants rot skulls 4 charges, plus 18 fortitude, which is nice, but not that great. This grisly necklace is fashioned from the teeth of a dead Orlan male, the unfortunate father of the deranged cipher who used her powers to terrorize travelers near the Glenfathan ruins of Ibril's Well. The cipher's daughters, mind control Pugra, made the necklace for her as a gift. Ugh. Okay. Did we already finish? I think we did. Yes, we can do the Botanical Garden, the Artificer's Hall, or the Library, or the Towers next. Well, I want to make sure we keep our stuff going, so let's get the Towers next.
I've got it.
Pop this open.
Finished.
I shall be discreet.
Yeah, it's counted as that, but I do want to see here. Healing bonus, cool. Bonus range damage, pretty cool, and nothing else. Okay.
Sure.
No reason to go after that. You guys have been good to us.
You may wander our camp freely.
Oh, thank you. Now we can actually do a little bit of exploration. And we can grab some of this stuff. Aw, he's petting the wolf.
Finished.
Don't mind me, I'm not taking anything. I just want to see what's in here. Ooh, exceptional heater shield. Very nice. Ogres being more reasonable than the druids and the Glenfathans. I mean, certainly more than the druids. I mean, when you really think about it, we've killed more druids in this playthrough than we have ogres. Because we keep running into quote-unquote feral druids that just want to shoot us with spells and constantly try to kill us. Like, by that standard, yes, we have unironically had a better relationship with ogres than we have with druids. Okay, so that leads there, and that leads there. These guys are all just making dinner. There's a lot of ogres in here, though. It could have gone very badly. Crag Ogre Chanter. Yep. The inside of this minecart is caked with blackened grease and smells of burnt fat. Yeah, I think she said the merchant was close to the entrance. I'm just trying to look around and see what we're still missing from looking around. Because I think there's still some stuff on the lower level. Yeah, that we haven't finished exploring. And I want to know if there's any more of those fish people down here that we have to deal with. Just some basic supplies.
Finished.
Don't mind me, guys. I'm not taking anything. Exceptional Scepter, Spell Ward Amulet. Very nice. Some Adra Einik. Okay. Thanks, dudes. Don't mind me. Yeah, no, they're making their own cannons. Like, I assumed at first that the cannons were stolen, but no, they've got a full forge set up. They're making them on their own. Oh, hello. Gemstones glitter between the veins of iron ore. They're deeply embedded within the cave wall, and extracting them all intact would require a hammer and chisel as well as a deft touch. Yeah, use a hammer and chisel to try and remove. The chisel keeps slipping from your grip, and your careless hammer blows destroy some of the more valuable gems. I have a dexterity of 14, thank you very much. What the fuck? I have a dexterity of 14, and you're calling me clumsy using a hammer and chisel. Fuck. Oh. That was a steel, wasn't it? Wait, what? What the fuck? I thought that was just a claw. The world around you blurs and fades to black. When your vision returns, you find yourself in a small wooden hut, its interior dimly lit by the embers in a nearby fire pit. You're wearing mail armor several sizes too large for you, and clutched in your hand is an ivory horn of a sea creature, one end sharpened to a point. What are we going to do, Garod? Your sister, Kaitha, huddles near you, her eyes wide, fixated on the hut's door, which has been barred shut. The door shudders and splinters beneath heavy blows coming from the other side, enraged growling heard just beyond. All at once, the world halts around you. The pounding stops. Wooden splinters from the door hang suspended in the air. Kaitha no longer trembles, no longer breathes. Her eyes are fixed in place like a doll's. The wisp of essence you had followed to this point in the memory has dwindled to little more than a faint trail. However, you find by concentrating on what might have happened next, you're able to sense whether it truly did. Unbar the door and fling it wide open. No sooner does your mind touch on the possibility, the world lurches back into motion. A large creature resembling a bear and taller than any man in your tribe stands just outside the door, its coal-black eyes wide and slightly in confusion when it sees you. Beckon the creature to attack you. Enraged by audacity, the creature charges, easily swatting you across the hut with one massive paw. As it does, Kaitha dodges past the creature and escapes the hut. Each breath is agony, but you clutch the horn defiantly as the creature advances. The snarling of the creature and your own labored breathing fades. Is that how it happened? It's been so long, hard to remember. I had the vision when I picked up the horn, part of a helm apparently. A helm, yes, my helm. I remember it, but who was I? Why haven't I returned to the wheel? Maybe if you knew who you were, you would know whether it was time to move on. The helm is all that remains of my old life. You have found some of me within one piece. Perhaps my memories are scattered with the rest of it. Perhaps there is peace to be found in its assembly. I'll track down the other parts of your helm. Thank you, friend. Okay. I did not realize that was what was going to happen, but okay. Yeah, just some gems in there. You guys look like you're about to have a fight. Are there more fish people over here? No? Doesn't look like it. No, this just loops back up that way. Oh no, go up to the battery and take one, same as there. Okay, so they're dwarven cannons, but they're definitely being, they definitely have the equipment to repair and like replace them. They're just not actively building them. Even so, that's pretty fucking impressive. And they've even retrofitted the cannons to work in such a way that they can essentially use them as shotguns, essentially, just by holding them. And make cannonballs. Yeah, the big thing is that they're able to make the cannonballs. Like, cannons would be a pretty advanced form of metallurgy for something like this, especially, well, maybe not for people like this, rather a better way to put it would be for the supplies and equipment that they have. Might be a better way to put it. But cannonballs are far easier. And really, quite frankly, you don't even need to make cannonballs, you just need to make something that fits down the barrel of a cannon. Especially if it's a smoothbore, which it most likely is. I don't think anyone's mentioned having rifling in this universe yet. A smoothbore cannon you can shove just about anything into, and as long as you have enough gunpowder behind it, you can use it as ammunition. She mentioned it was someone near the entrance, I thought she said. Sleeping quarters, lower cavern, eating room, ice chute. Warhammer Fantasy Ogres. Yeah, could be. Could be. That's pretty good. To be fair, the Warhammer Fantasy Ogres don't make anything themselves. They always have to get their metal from somebody else. Shoots Itumak into enemy lines.
Ooh. How is it the Nalpazka are so untroubled by ridicule or self-doubt? Can such techniques be taught?
You do not have what it takes to learn.
That's ridiculous. I've always been an attentive student. I have 3 degrees.
And your nose is too big for your face.
It may be a little ungainly, but it's... Oh, I see now.
Yeah, he kind of got you there, Kana. He kind of got you there. Oh, Morag is the guy. Okay, they put a guy out here. Matron Berrigan told me to tell you whatever you want. You here to buy something? Tell me what you have. And sell off the traps. We need to look at that journal here in a moment. Alright, hold on. Let me go through this real fast. Don't need all these arquebuses. Definitely don't need all these hunting bows. Sabers we can sell off. Don't need this many pole axes or this many pikes. Certainly don't need all these morning stars. We already took a look at all the grimoires. I mean, I'm selling most of them, but I don't want to sell everything in case I want to try something else out on people. Definitely sell the small shields, though. Definitely don't need those. So much shitty armor. Sell off some of the brigandine, some of the heavy plate. Ogres has wares if you has coin. I mean, not wrong. Not wrong. Stag hides. Stalgar hides. Wolf hides. Elder Bear Claws. Keeping Greyjaw's hide. I think maybe someone in the village will pay me more for that. Now, what does he have item-wise? Oh, hello. Tempered Helm. 3 might for 20 seconds per kill. 5 damage reduction. Corrode, burn, freeze, shock for 20 seconds per kill. But minus 5 deflection per kill. And gives defense against hobbled, stuck, paralyzed, charmed, confused, and dominated. Gauntlets of Ogre Might, +2 to might. That's pretty straightforward. defense against stuck, paralyzed, hobbled, as well as a 3-second reduction in stuck, paralyzed, and hobbled duration. That's pretty good too. Poison tick rate and disease effect rate, eh. Wild Strike Burn on Spirit Shift, eh. I think we already have Wild Strike Burn on Aravius, so that doesn't do us any good. It's good to get just cause. I don't know. Maybe? Alright, fine. We're still made a profit, so. Now, let me see here. I have the Book of Might, so we're going to actually give the Might to... Those two both have good Might scores. We're going to give it to Aloth to improve his magical abilities. Then we also have... Wait. Oh, there they are. They're up here. Ancestor Pendant. We don't really have anybody we can give that to. 3 Might per... So we want that on... Yeah, we're going to go ahead and put it on her. God, she looks even more ridiculous. And then Fenwalker's is resistance to paralyze. I've noticed Durance and Aloth both getting hit with paralyzed a lot recently, so I'm going to go ahead and throw that on them. Yeah, I know. I'm making my characters look ridiculous, Sint. Get over it. There's not much I can do. Trust me, just you wait until we play Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous and you see the utter abominations that some of the combinations of equipment create in that game. Ah, here we go. The leather-bound journal is embossed with the image of a key. Wow, being real subtle there, dipshits. Most of the pages are filled with rust-brown stains or writing that is too small to read, but you're able to decipher a passage near the end of the journal. Couldn't detect how the front door opens, even after she pried the iron tile from the relief. The more I consider, the surer I am that the old Valian was right. We'll have to dispose of him, but we can't afford to act until we've destroyed the White Forge. Even his meager knowledge was a revelation to us, and if he's right, we've got to hope that the Kantek he speaks of was written down somewhere. We've decided to strike camp and search the area for books, records, something. Anything's better than sitting in the middle of this blizzard. I mean, you say that, but you really shouldn't be moving around in a blizzard, my dude. Like, that's not a good idea. One together, the obscure most of the defining features of the wearer's head. The Leaden Key is a secretive group often regarded as a superstition. For so many deeds of varying complexity and severity are attributed to render the stories farcical. It is subsequently features in children's games and the ravings of madmen, and is generally dismissed as such by most. Whatever the truth may be, someone has taken much care in the weaving of these robes, the hems of which are lined with finely embroidered symbols and letters that appear to be Engwithan in origin. Interesting. Well, not being taken by the ogres, from the sound of it, the Leaden Key tracked down the ogres to try and attack them or to take something from them, and then the ogres proceeded to utterly wreck their shit. Which, quite frankly, perfectly understandable. When an ogre points a cannon at you and says to get off his lawn, you should maybe fucking listen. Alright, but we have some quest stuff now to go talk to. Let's double back to Stalwart. You sense the presence of one of the other pieces of Garrett's helm nearby. Oh! Then demanded Garrus's chorus. Wait, what? Not seeing Garrus's chorus. There we go. Somewhere in Stalwart Village. I should ask around about it. Okay, so hold on. Running guilds, actually, yeah, we need to go talk to the mayor and work out some kind of diplomatic option between them and the ogres.
Any luck with Durgan's battery?
What can you tell me about Farah's expedition?
Sorry, last expedition I met disappeared weeks ago. Didn't give any names, but they definitely haven't come back this way. Don't mean the Sfeara weren't part of an expedition, though. We get groups passing by sometimes looking to try their luck. What's on your mind?
Okay, so you don't have anything for me.
You did right in parlaying with Baragon. Don't know that anyone else here is going to see it that way, but I thought you should know.
Oh. So they're just taking it as my character's like, yeah, no, the ogres aren't going to bother you, but you don't bother the ogres. And people are actually just listening to me for once. Thank God. Tildor, I haven't done your quest yet. Rayfald, I haven't done your quest yet. That leads to Durgan's Battery. Ard Village. I don't think there was anybody else to talk in here. Pharaoh, we haven't done her stuff yet. They're doing the knife throwing game, which I know I don't have the stats for.
Back to warm your hand, Jay. What can I do for you? Top quality.
Yeah, actually, go ahead and give me this. Go ahead and give me the big rest bonus. I mean, you would assume that people would be very okay with the idea of not attacking. Yeah, you would think so. Half asleep, a tide of deafening whispers assail you, chipping away at your senses, at your mind's understanding of itself, but their roar is louder with each passing night, their attacks more brazen, less confined to your subconscious. A familiar voice fights its way through the din, calling out to you.
You howl in the night, Watcher, like a beaten dog with its tail tucked. If it is sympathy you call for, you do yourself no favors in the eyes of the gods.
Durance raps on the side of your head with his staff.
You shook. You spoke words of dead languages. You yowled in fear. It has become your routine of late. I'd have stepped in sooner, but for all your writhing, I thought I might be interrupting the wrong kind of dream.
I feel like my mind may be playing tricks on me.
Spoken like one who begs for mercy when his trial's near complete. You have not been broken yet, Watcher. Do not give your enemies the satisfaction before it is due.
Yeah, Durance doesn't have much of a filter. I have a horrible feeling that I would never want to know what Durance did before he became a priest. Because I have a horrible feeling that he was truly a disgusting human being. Well, he doesn't know anything about... Oh, right, that was what we came back for. I almost forgot. Hey, Yak, buddy, child murderer. We need to have a talk.
Any progress with Devala?
She said you agreed to your indenture, sure, and that you killed a boy in your escape.
I thought you were going to get rid of Devala, not sell me out to her.
You dumbass, I've already killed her. But you won't even let me say that, will you? He takes a deep breath, but his eyes are still focused on...
What she said is true. I had a gambling problem when I was younger. I've paid 7 years of my life. As for the boy, I didn't want to hurt him, but he saw me as I was sneaking out of the stockade.
Ah, and knocking him out wasn't a solution, but killing him was. Dipshit.
I wish it had gone differently, but I'd do it again. Anything to keep from getting sent back to that place.
I've already killed her.
Oh, thank the gods. Every last one of them. I never thought I'd see this day.
Don't go thanking the gods just yet. Our conversation is not over.
And thank you most of all.
No, we're not done here.
Take this. And tell Hafrik that he can keep the rest of the week's fee.
No. No. I'm sorry. No. No. Get back here. Get back here. Also, actually, did I quick save before I talked to him rather than at the entrance? Because that would be... Autosave, autosave, autosave. Yeah, no, I didn't. Shit. Okay, hold on. Go in, rest real fast, and then we'll go talk to him.
Back to warm your hand, Jay. What can top quality?
Yes, yes. Give me the good room. Yeah, he is willing to kill you. Like, that is my concern with this. It is not that you... My dude, you escaped from slavery. Okay, fine. You spent... Yes, yes, yes.
You spoke. Hide it all you want, Watcher. But it's all too clear you are suffering for playing with the god's fire, as all Watchers deserve. But you have not been broken yet, Watcher.
Durance, you do realize I didn't ask for these abilities, right? You do realize that a Watcher who doesn't use their abilities properly goes insane, right? Are you even paying attention to the shit we're uncovering over this time period? Okay, but no, Aleph, my problem is not with you escaping from slavery. All understandable. It's the fact that you saw someone see you escape, a child, and your first instinct wasn't knock the person out to prevent them from saying anything. It was brutally murder said child. And don't give me the excuse of, well, he might have told someone afterward. The dead body told on you.
Progress with Devala, and I thought what she says for them. I wish it had gone differently. But I do it again.
Nonetheless, your crime will not go unpunished.
Back to that place.
You will do penance in the prison at Caed Nua. Aelif hunches like a cornered animal, baring his teeth in a grimace. His eyes dart around the dingy room and back to you. Finally, he straightens and sighs.
It's not a yoke around my neck. And I suppose it's better than dying in this frozen crater of a town.
He musters the last of his dignity and prepares for the long march to Caed Nua. Yep. There we go. This is about as close as we get to a good ending, quite frankly. Ugh. Hey, we only lost 30 CP to bandits and earned 826. That's nice. Risk. Okay, hopefully this goes well. Oh, are those the hunters that we... Yeah, these are the guys we saved. Okay, nice. Oh, yeah, I guess you're right. I should have probably checked on that.
Will take some time, but... Savani, the Soldrin explained some part of what you did to save him, but I can't quite believe it. To think all this
time... I couldn't have
time...
known, Father. Everything that happened, it was my doing. I tried to free myself, but
There will be time enough for that. Let's not dwell on it now.
Stranger, I never imagined I could not hope to see my son again. But you have returned him to me.
There's no reward I can offer that will match that. But I hope you will accept this.
Ooh, Cloak of the Frozen Hunt. I'm glad to be of assistance.
You will always be welcome here. May the gods turn their gaze from you, stranger. And may your path be clear.
Points to my own head. Yeah, I mean, you're a little late on that first suggestion, but hey, if my path is clear, I'll take it. I don't think I have a choice in the matter about whether the gods are paying attention to me or not.
Soldrin have anything? Wants me to stay inside for a time. I don't think I can face anyone just yet.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, we'll check in with the innkeeper. I don't know who else would know about the helmet, though, is the question. Maybe the old lady with dementia? She might have something random to say about it.
Got rid of that little fella, eh? Take this with my thanks. Didn't need his trouble around here. Anyway, what brings you back?
That's great. Your approval fills me with shame.
Come now, it'll be fun.
No.
Even just a single...
I'm not calling Isilmir out just so you can learn he'll speak. I'll write down a few words.
I do love how every companion wants to talk to Isilmir more than they want to talk to Aloth. Euduran's ears perk up hopefully. Have you come to trade? Would you happen to possess an old helm, or a horn that looks like it's supposed to be attached to a helm? Duran opens a compartment in his wagon and pulls out a cracked horn partially wrapped in cloth. One of the villagers sold me this during a previous visit, he scowls. He said it came from some rare lake creature and was quite valuable. It's been dismissed as junk whenever I tried to resell it. Unless you know otherwise. Yes, it's part of an artifact I'm trying to recover. Ah, so not another bad investment on my part. 600 pans is my price. Done. Oh, shit. The world fades and your vision blurs. When it returns, you find yourself in the icy waters of a bay. Your body numb from the cold and your lungs burning from exertion. Nearby are Ardhil and Badran. Both of them are swimming madly in an effort to pass you. On the distant shore waits the other member of your tribe, and with them, Alara, daughter of the chieftain. It is for her hand that the three of you compete today. Give up, Garod. Ardhil passes you, and despite your best efforts, you can't quite catch up. You look around to see where Badran is, and by sheer chance you catch sight of a sea serpent's head surging towards your group. As before, the world stops, and the memory trail is lost without your guidance. attack the serpent. The fatigue falls away as you turn to face the serpent. It charges you, its jaws wide, its foot-long teeth flashing in the sunlight. In the last moment, you dodge to the side as its jaws snap shut. You're a hair too slow, and one of the serpent's horns tears open your forearm to the bone. You grit your teeth against the pain, wrap your arm around the serpent's neck, and before it can turn around, it thrashes and rolls, trying to throw you off. You hang on for dear life, weaker with every breath as your blood drains. You can do the only thing you think of, and jam your fist through the serpent's eye, burying your arm as far as it can go. The serpent whips around in agony, and your grip slips. You tumble through the air as your consciousness fades.
The race. How could I have forgotten the events of that day?
Garode looks at his hands.
I remember now, but I feel no different. Please, you must find the final portion of my helm.
Okay. Oh, right, and now for the Temple of Andra. Yeah, we need to talk to all of you over here. Yeah, we haven't done Ista stuff yet. That's not even related to us. So, okay, hold on. Hold the phone. Just in case this all goes tits up.
Lead the way.
We're gonna put you there. We're gonna put you there. We're gonna put you there. We're gonna put Kana and the rest of the group back here. Okay.
You returned. How may the goddess help you?
I'm wondering which one. We'll start with the one that we might be able to actually offer some help with. So I heard you worrying about one of your gift bearers being in trouble. How did you... The priestess snaps her head to the side, a vein pulsing blue against her pallid temple.
No matter. Sooner or later the entire village would have found out.
Laughter turns to face you.
'Tis true. We fear one of our gift bearers may have run into danger. Bandits stalked travelers on the road in the pass between Durgan's battery and... I loathe to admit it, but Ixtli departed carrying offerings to the goddess, and only gift bearers know where to cast these away.
By the way, I also found your chests. All they had in them were rocks.
I see. There's no use in keeping the charade any longer, is there?
A group springs into action. The sound of unsheathing blades fills the room.
But we shouldn't act so rashly.
She holds a hand up. The thieves keep their weapons pointed at you.
Yes, we've been pretending. But it's no different from what Andra's priests actually do. Villagers and travelers give us things they want to forget. We make them disappear. How is it any different?
We aren't murderers, and we prefer to be kept as far away from this cursed place as we can. Laughter gestures at her accomplices.
Why make a bloody mess out of all of this? I'm willing to help you look the other way.
She fixes her eyes on you. What do you propose?
Simple deal. You keep our little secret to yourself. We share some of our offerings with you before we leave. Cassettle brought back the dwarf's heirlooms. You can have them too.
I'm surprised this is not affecting my reputation any. Also, you made a horrible mistake by telling me that you do have the heirlooms on you right now, so that actually gives me some incentive to want to deal with you before you leave. And again, why is Minara not speaking up about this? I thought her story was that she is a gift taker or whatever from the Church of Andra. Why is she not saying anything about this? It is true they haven't hurt anyone, and aside from the dwarf, nobody has bitched and moaned. You're duplicitous, you're unethical. She's too ashamed to speak, look at her. She's a bit odd because she's actually a DLC 2 character. Her being here in this DLC this early is a bit odd. Oh, okay, so it's a bit of a bug because of the way the DLCs are set up. Okay. Or not a bug, but just a bit of a conflict because of the way the DLCs are set up. Fine. As long as you haven't hurt anyone. The heirlooms, a little bit extra, and you and your crew are free to go. But if you do anything to the villagers on your way out, I will hunt you down myself.
Smart. Most of the gifts the goddess receives are worthless. We do manage to coax out some of the more worthy offerings from her followers. Here. The rest is in the large chest.
She turns to her accomplices and nods. They put their weapons away and begin to gather their belongings. Ah, okay, that's a shame. That's a shame. I was really hoping she'd have something to say about this. The thieves, packed for the road, form a single line like priests on a pilgrimage. Laughter cracks the doors open and peeks outside, and she signals for her group to start their escape, giving one last glance.
This time,
We're out of here. The door closes behind her. No, they didn't harm anybody. They didn't try to harm anybody. This was all just a scam. I'm willing to let them walk away as long as nobody else gets into an issue. Go ahead and take the extra money. This does beg the question, what happened to the actual priest that used to be here, though? There we go, the White Crest armor. 16 damage resistance with a 50% reduction. Slash and pierce of 20. Grants overwhelming wave once per rest. Grants dancing bolts once per rest. Saw multiple spellbooks leave the room. To be fair, of the last 3 grimoires we picked up, Sint, only one of them had any spells that were worthwhile. And yes, this is very much an Adair armor. While its original bearer's name has been lost to the ages, the famed White Crest armor features in many tales of a dwarven adherent of Andra whose blows struck his enemies with all the overbearing power of the sea. The armor's weight was such that the warriors described as moving as if through shallow water, but foes believing themselves to have the advantage of speed often found that they could not outrun the warrior's lightning spells. As well as Okrun's heirloom. This medallion, an heirloom of Okrun's family, features an intricate design of interwoven silver and copper strands that coil around a central disc of bloodstone. Its surface, though polished to a perfect finish, has been carved to hold 14 small emeralds in place. While Okrun values this exquisite heirloom for its sentimental worth, it's clear that it would otherwise command considerable market prices. Interesting. Yeah, I'm definitely considering, although, didn't you say that there is another companion in the DLC, Tenwin? Is that person also a frontliner? If they are, then I'd be willing to hold on to Manwa until we find that person, and then swap her out. Nope. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna want to do that then. Is a flanker? That's gonna make things difficult. Yeah, we'll probably swap out Manwa then. Here you go, Okrun. I know where the gift bearer cast your heirlooms away. Did you find them? What of the medallion? I have your medallion. Yeah, there's no reason to tell him the truth on that. We're not losing any reputation for it. Is that right? It's the last class not available to a rogue. Oh, we don't have a rogue. That's true. Okrun takes the medallion gingerly in his palms, taking care not to smudge it with his dirty fingertips. It's her medallion. He smiles and manages to pull his attention back to you. You've done good here today, I swear. If I had a whole kingdom's worth of treasure to give you in return. I don't need anything else, friend. Your response manages to shake his attention away from the heirloom. He studies you for a moment. I was once like that. And maybe one day, I will be again. He turns around and walks away, looking not at the path ahead, but at the precious heirloom clutched in his hand. Even so, the stride of his short legs seems filled with renewed confidence. Get over it, Sint. This world has enough bullshit going on. I'm trying to balance the scales a little bit. We are literally dealing with the legacy alone is so horrible that I have to be the good guy because god damn this world needs some help. Besides, it fits with the whole dichotomy. I look like this, but I'm the nicest person you could imagine. We're getting some of that salamanders from Warhammer 40k kind of feeling. Nicest Marines you could run into. Fucking horrifying demonic looking appearance. And then he trips over a rock. Yeah, I was half expecting that to be what happens. Oh, so there are fishery people.
A fine thing you reached us when you did. They would have burned the fishery next, mark my words.
Oh, okay, I didn't realize. Or is it Deathborn? That's a good one. He wraps your hand in a sturdy handshake.
The last thing this lot needs is another excuse to knock off early.
He raises his voice at the last remark and glowers around the room. Many of the other fisherfolk look studiously away and focus on mending nets, gutting fish, and sorting the day's catch. Oh, I can't imagine why they'd be in any hurry. He looks as if he's trying not to breathe.
Anyway, excuse the mess. If there's something you need, the clerk can get you sorted.
He raises a graying eyebrow at a man sorting various stocks and supplies near the back of the room.
Watch your step if you have a mind to look around. The floors are slick and none too pleasant to fall on.
I have questions about your operation
Been
here.
running it 4 decades now. I reckon I can tell you what you want to know.
Seems like a big operation.
May stink of fish guts, but there's no place more critical to Stalworth's survival.
He nods, a blush of pride rising above his
Birds
beard.
come and go, so there's seasons when our catch sustains the village.
He glances around the fishery, bustling with activity and warm with the heat of the cook
Wish
fire.
I telling these folk as much. We go home each day covered to the elbows in fish oil and entrails, reeking of our work.
His eyes soften with the gaze of a stern but caring father. Oh, Aloth forces a smile. Charming.
Stalworth's shrinking, but it would disappear if we lost the fishers. I drive him hard, but I can't afford to do otherwise.
And what exactly do you do
Just
here?
about everything. I track the day's catches and see that our nets and hooks are in working order.
He crosses his arms over his broad chest, throwing his shoulders back.
My family's been in charge of the fishery since the early days of Stalworth. I know the best spots to find frost dive or an iron-toothed pike, and I make sure we don't overfish the speckleback.
Oh, no, Tenwin, it's actually good. Aloth always draws their ire, which makes my character's diplomatic options always look better. This is why we keep him around. We need his Adiran sensibilities to make everyone else on the team look better by comparison. It's the same reason we bring Adir along. His stupidity sometimes makes the rest of us look smarter.
Need anything else?
Right.
There was a clerk. I wasn't expecting anyone to come by for the fishery for a while. Guess that's the proper way to go about it, really. Carry on like it's business as usual. Can I get you anything? I'm assuming... Oh, he's got a Ring of Overseeing. That's a bit weird. And an ivory worm figurine for a lot of fucking money for just summoning some worms. Probably not exactly what I'm looking for. Alright. Bit weird that we can talk to all those people in there and there doesn't appear to be any reason to. Lower Hot Springs. I don't think there's anything else. I think that means it's time to head to Longwatch Falls. And then we can start working on actually going to Durgan's Battery. I think that's what we're... That's the Passage of the Six. Elvino's Hut. Find a way to Durgan's Battery. Yep. Abbey of the Fallen Moon. Travel up the mountain. Oh, right. And we were going to... Yeah, we're going to swap back out to Adir.
Back to warm your hand, Jay.
What does that do? 10% range damage. Nice. Accuracy against beasts. Good. Damage reduction freeze. Also nice. Oh. That's actually pretty good. That's actually pretty good. Wow, she doesn't even have a line for when she leaves the party. God, they really phoned it in on her. Like, this is no insult to her voice actor. She does a solid job, but God, the actual game designers did not do much with her. Fuck. There we go. Welcome back, Adir. Welcome back to the front line. Now, is there anything I needed to give you? I don't think so. Oh, right. The new armor. Yeah, that's just a straight upgrade on him. Oh, look at that. Holy fuck, Adir. Fancy ass. Was there anything else we wanted to give him? None of that really helps, because that's all shit that doesn't help. Only if the larder door doesn't look so yank. Well, find me a better shield and I'll gladly swap it out. Oh, wait, we still haven't found one. Like, that's the best we get, but then I lose the bashing. Like, it's not much, but it's still additional damage on his part. Bash is a trap? I mean, how so? Because it doesn't say anything about it taking up because it takes time in the attack queue. Oh. Oh, okay. I suppose that makes sense. Well, if that's the case, then we can just go ahead into this and... Oh, no, wait, we can't. We still don't have...
We need Vithric brains, we need Audra dragon scales, or we need Bog dragon scales. But I guess we can swap that out then. There. He's slightly less jank now. I don't think there was anything else we wanted to give him. Hero shop in Caed Nua. Well, yeah, but that requires going back to Caed Nua. As I said, I think there's probably just going to have to be a day off stream where I go back to Caed Nua, buy a whole bunch of reagents, and just upgrade everything that I want. Because until that happens, yeah. Keep wants something, by the way. Oh, you're right. No. Nope. That's still being worked on. Huh. I mean, it doesn't appear like there's anything. That's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, switch back to this. Right, the falls. That's where we're headed. No, monks really seem to fill a nice niche from what I'm seeing of Zawa. They're good solid frontliners and they're good flankers. Ader looking very knight-like. Exactly. Ader's not just some random militiaman from a backwater town anymore.
My hands do not look like that. Whoa.
Zawa, what did you take? Zawa, why? What did you just smoke? Or snort? I'm not even sure at this point. What did you do? Yeah, that good shit. Zawa's gonna start breaking out into a Dracula flow next for all we know. Oh, well, hold on, we're a few odds and ends like you could loot the skeleton. Oh, okay. I'll play the rune piece. Okay, hold on. Few odds and ends light scattered by the path. There appears to have been a struggle here, but the evidence is half buried beneath a thin blanket of snow. Wisps of essence hover in the chilly air. Soul fragment plunges you into a memory. Your name is Igadar. It's Igadar. Igadar. You've never been more than 20 miles from home, let alone to the White March, and you've been climbing steadily higher for a week now. The air is too thin, your clothes are too light, and you barely got another 3 days worth of food with you. But you've never felt better. You only have a handful of fainting spells since you began your journey. You've had as many in a single day before. But the dreams have been the best part. Despite the frozen, rocky ground and the screeching wind, sleep has found you each night and brought you visions of majestic peaks wrapped in snow. The cold is but a sweet ache in your bones. As you hike into the wind, you feel that ache spreading along with the certainty that you're getting closer to him, or her, your soul twin. A stranger whose soul mirrors your own. One of the few people in Eora who could understand the constant torment of a split soul, and the only person who could help you relieve it. Something approaches through the shroud of snow ahead. You feel a throbbing presence like a heartbeat through linen, and you know. The vision ends abruptly. You find yourself staring at Igadr's scattered belongings while his elation ebbs within your veins. An empty pack lies in the snow and has been torn nearly in two. Muddy tracks churn the ground, and it's difficult to discern their shape or number, but they appear to head north.
Huh?
Discover how Igadar died. Yep. Oh, yep. Greenstone staff, some fine mail armor.
Zawa is ready.
Okay. What the hell is over there? What are these? Disease, grubble. Okay, so they're not immune to paralyzed. Good. Oh, there's gonna be a lot of them. Try to hit the Spectre. Try to hit the Spectre. Good shooting, Kana. Hit him with that. And he's stunned. Of course he is.
Huh?
Okay, it's a fucking Banshee. And we're all paralyzed. What the fuck? I haven't had this issue happen before. Thanks, game. Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm not getting any fucking... Can we please paralyze her? Can we please paralyze her? Thank you. Oh, Durance, why are you... Okay, cast it. There we go. Yeah, go ahead and knock him down. Oh, right. I was gonna say, how has he not already activated one of these? And it's like, oh wait, he was paralyzed the entire fucking time. There we go. Okay, now deal with the other Spectre.
Perfect.
Okay, so every single one of their attacks was causing either stunned or paralyzed. That's great. Ay vey. What is that, a fortress? Fort? The tower looks like it was carved from the stone of the cliff. The entrance is collapsed and sealed with ice, but you imagine that it commanded an impressive view of the valley back then. It is a game of hard counters. Yeah. It's just, you have everybody with fairly high defenses and you're like, surely they won't all get paralyzed, right? Nope, they all get paralyzed because fuck you. Oh, there's people up there.
And what does the flame reveal?
Oh, what the fuck? Why are there fishermen and bandits around here? What the fuck's going on? Right,
I'll see what I can find.
Let's go figure out this. It's fish people. Yep. Okay. That was a lot more fish people than I expected. Let me see here. Go ahead and give me... right there. Aloth. Right there. Cast the spell. I'm not asking you to move closer. Alright? There we go. Go ahead and increase your speed. Adair, go ahead and knock one of these guys on his ass, please. How much longer am I fucking paralyzed for? There we go. Go ahead and pay him back. There we go. Also, how the fuck did I miss that he was taking that much damage? Durance, move closer. There we go. Heal him up.
Yes?
You go after them. Adair, deal with the frost oozes. Switch to a sword, because I'm pretty sure that they're immune to crush damage. Go ahead and paralyze this asshole. Alright, go ahead and finish him off. Look at the staff. Oh! Quarterstaff, two-handed, wizard, druid, monk. Okay. Twisted piece of wood grips a glowing azure chunk with root-like tendrils. Something about the staff resonates in your soul. When you hold it, you hear the distant whisper of wind through the trees. Grants nature's mark on a critical hit once per encounter. It has 8 accuracy and 30 damage. The problem is, the only person who I'd want to use this is Haravius, because Aloth already has an item bound to him, and I don't think Zawa wants to use quarterstaffs, because he's more of a punching dude. Are we done? There we go. Haravius works perfectly fine. Yeah, well, we'll get him when the next time we do that. Tubes of stiff, frozen mud rise from the ground, and warm air buffets your face as you peer into them. You see... why did it... tiny... you see shiny, jagged shards inside. Okay. Hold on. There's a pool over there, but... oh, for fuck's sake. Alright, here they come.
Zawa is ready.
Yes, I know you are, Zawa. Thank you. And we're just going to... freeze you. Okay, Zawa's just taking 50 because they all get sneak attack. What the fuck? They just did over 100 damage to him in 2 attacks. What in the hell? fucking knock this asshole on his back, please. Give me that. Oh, and now he's down. Because of these fucking... God damn it. I don't like these guys. I don't like these guys one fucking bit.
Let's go.
And he took 4 perception damage.
Right.
God damn it. They don't even give anything good. But you gave sneak attack to every single one of them. Why? Who thought this was a good idea?
Zawa is ready.
And I might actually have to restart this because Zawa's low enough on health that he could probably die here. Okay, this is a problem. Zawa, pull back slightly. Let Adir really get in there first, please. Also, can I... If I do that, it's going to probably fuck up my formation, so hold on. Yep, Adir, right in there. There we go. My god, you gave them all ranged attacks with that shit. That's fine, fine. Give me a bouncing missile on him.
Yes?
Kana, I want you to focus fire on him. Durance, give me a full-on buff here. And I got paralyzed, because of course I did. And they're shooting fucking him anyways. That's great. Alright. Go ahead and give me a fireball. There we go. That helped with it. Alright. There we go. That reduced their numbers. Go after the Broodmother next. Please don't die, Zana, for the love of fuck. What the fuck? Why do they all have sneak attack? You are fucking kidding me. Oh, that's great. It just didn't fucking do damage then. Thanks, game.
I shall deal with this one.
Adir, you gonna fucking do something? Oh, and they knocked out Durance. What in the hell?
Yes?
Yeah.
What is this? No, you know what? I'm just leaving it for a second. We're gonna fucking camp first. Fucking hell. They gave every single one of them sneak attack. That's the kind of shit that, when you read about how to play like fucking Wrath of the Righteous at like the hardest difficulty, they're like, oh yeah, you want to have everyone with sneak attack so that you can constantly get additional damage. That's the kind of shit that shows up in like min-maxed guides for RPGs and shit. Like everyone should have sneak attack so you're constantly getting like 10d6 additional damage by the end of the game. Like, that's the kind of shit that shows up in a min-maxer's guide on how to beat a game that already has bullshit difficulty. You don't purposely give everybody sneak attack. Sneak attack has conditions? Yes, and those conditions seem to be something else is attacking you. Which, guess what? That's always happening. In fact, does this game even provide... Hold on. There's an encyclopedia in this stupid shit. Combat mechanics. There is no entry on sneak attack at all. When this situation, flanking occurs when any time 2 attackers engage an opponent in melee from opposite directions. When this situation exists, defenders are flanked, inflicting various penalties and allowing them to be sneak attacked. Here's the problem, though. They gave all of the ranged enemies sneak attack as well, which means anytime I'm getting shot at and fighting one other Logofeth, both of them qualify to get sneak attacks on me, and they're dealing 50 to 60 damage apiece when they do that.
Right.
It says opposite directions, but I'd love to know then why fucking Zawa keeps getting hit when he's getting shot at by 2 guys with blowpipes from the same direction. He's still getting sneak attacked. Or when we were doing the other encounter in the other area, he was getting attacked by 2 guys at the rear and 1 guy at the front, which basically means you can't use anyone except one you can't have fewer frontliners than there are the combined total of enemies, or they will all start getting sneak attack bonuses. Most of the few remaining pages are ruined with mud, but you can make out an entry near the end of the journal. Folkstag, woke up this morning and saw my toes had turned blue, spent the last of my fuel warming them up, but it only took me an hour to start the campfire this time. How far I've come. I passed a village yesterday and thought about stopping. A warm bed and a proper meal would have been a treat after almost a week in these mountains, but I don't want to lose track of my soul twin, not when I'm so close. I dreamed of the caves behind the waterfall last night. I think that's where I'll find them. I'm not sure what else it could mean, but it better. The next page is missing and the rest are unreadable. If they are blind, flanked, hobbled, paralyzed, petrified, prone, stuck, wounded, or weakened. It's paralyzed in that. In the fight back there, yes. In this fight, it was not. They weren't paralyzed. I was the one who got hit with the paralyzed at the start, and then they shot Zawa until he was down to almost dead. Then they started shooting Durance and also managed to get fucking shit on him. You peer into this pool, the water's perfectly clear, but you don't see anything of note. Oh, right. There was another thing down here as well for these guys, wasn't there? Pool is empty. Okay. Things aren't helped by the fact that apparently they can do their paralyze from long range, and my only source of paralyze is all short range. Yeah, and they paralyzed me again. And they paralyzed him again as well. God fucking damn it. Thank you. See, okay, see? That was... He wasn't even fighting in melee. The guy was paralyzed and he still got sneak attacked. Oh, look at that. No. Lagufeth Sidewinder hits Zawa 45 pierce damage while he is approaching him from the same direction with no other enemies engaged. That is bullshit. Where's all these fucking... I'm not angry at you, Sint, but I am angry that I'm not reading. Every single effect. Why do... Okay, then fine. Here's my question. How are they fucking getting that many debuffs on me in that short of a span of time? Unless the attacks they're doing are also just causing the debuffs. Take it. I'm assuming this is that stupid pearl that guy wanted. So yeah, their attacks cause the status effects and also cause the sneak attack affliction. So, Jesus fuck. We will deal with the guys up there in a second. We have other shit to deal with. Ice beetles, great. Yeah, literally, their very first action is just to start casting Paralyzed on everybody.
That's not very helpful.
And then you have them all the way in the back. Are you fucking kidding me? No. Just fucking paralyze that son of a bitch and stop him from sneak attacking. Oh wait, it's too late. And we can't get the fuck out of there.
How may I help?
Alright, try to hit the ice beetles. Go faster. Attack, please. Thank you. He's paralyzed for another 3 seconds. He's going to die because they just keep taking more fucking damage. What is the point of mirrored image if he just keeps getting hit?
How may I help?
Concussive missiles. Don't let him get back up. No sneak attack for you. Thank you. And he went... You motherfucker!
Let's go.
Why the fuck is he still alive? Kill the fucking beetle. Going back to town for a second. I'm going to turn in the quest. I'm going to rest again at the fucking stupid inn, and I'm going to get my better bonus because 1 damage reduction is not the same as the... You feel something nudge the small of your back. You turn around and find that you feel it again. It's moving in your back. Oh, that wasn't a pearl. That was a fucking egg. You open your pack and hear a soft burbling noise. As you rummage through your belongings, something slick brushes your hand. It's a baby Lagufeth. It watches you with benign curiosity, eggshell fragments still stuck to its body. Well, you're the first person it saw. It's gonna think you're its papa now. That little 4-armed fish baby is your son. Couldn't be happy for you, buddy. Hey, dear. I don't even have words. The little creature looks up at you and makes a high-pitched warbling noise. Its iridescent skin flashes in shades of purple and blue. Well, I guess we're keeping it. It's a pet. Yeah, I remember you saying that the Lagufeth were annoying, Tenwin, but I never quite got it until now because it's like... They made every single one of them essentially a rogue who can debuff the target and inflict sneak attacks simultaneously. They made them all rogues who complement each other and also can do sneak attacks on their own. Which is only the backlines. I'm not so sure about that because I'm pretty sure I saw fucking Zawa getting hit by guys in melee also taking sneak attack damage from their attacks. You know, been keeping an eye on town here. You found out anything out near the Longwatch for me? The thermal pearl you saw was a Lagufeth egg. The small creature sticks its head out of your pack and looks at Tealdor with bulging blue eyes. Its jaws flap silently for a few seconds. Huh. Never seen one so small. But the little fella looks downright tame. How about I buy it from you? The performers that pass through take an interest in something like that. Don't do it. Nah, I'm keeping him. Oh, whatever you say. Just watch your fingers when he gets big. I'm still looking for someone that'll take care of the dangerous folk roaming the area if you're up to it. Yeah. I'm still looking into that. Don't worry. I mean, you're probably right, Sint, but with the way the game's combat mechanics work and how short range they made so many spells and abilities, I can't get past that those frontliners until I kill them, which means it gives their rear line all the time in the world to do that shit. And of course, their rear line activates the abilities, which then gives their front line way more damage. Like, again, it's just one of those things where it's like somebody did some encounter design and decided that apparently we needed to make it so that these enemies function like they're min-maxed to all hell. It's not necessarily that they're hard, it's just that the mechanics that the people have created around them, if I was on the hardest difficulty, would be insane. Flankers? I would love to have flankers, but every time I try to do that, what usually happens is I either get paralyzed or I get fucking destroyed by every other enemy choosing to disengage and go fight my flanker. Like, the only time I've ever been able to do that properly is if I have Sagani, because she has a freaking animal companion. Also, we need to deal with this. Oh yeah, I remember Tenwin. I remember reading about that, and I have no... I'm sure there's some classes that make it much easier than others. A series of disturbing murders and suicides on the western edge of Erglanfath have been linked to rumors about a recently unearthed Niguithan artifact. Victims speak of a large tin mirror that whispers maddening messages to those who gaze into it at nights on a full moon. Dunnard Row and Breckenbury Sanitarium, well, I mean, neither of those places exist anymore, so... have attempted to interrogate survivors of the violence, but most are too disturbed to give coherent accounts of what has transpired or where the mirror has been taken. I'm going to send Grieving Mother on that because that seems like something that's up her alley. Funny to imagine Solo Thief can work or Barbarian. I would have expected like a wizard or a druid would make the most sense for a solo character.
Hello? Hello?
Okay. Let's finish up what's up here. Oh, for a flanker you mean. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It might be a case where I think the solo meta is priest. That would make sense. It's almost always it has to be a spellcasting class. You rarely ever see a solo playthrough of a lot of CRPGs or fantasy games where it isn't some kind of mage, because they're the only ones who have the breadth of spells to be able to deal with as many situations as you have to with that. Well, shit. Okay, so these are the Gleaming Society. Assholes, apparently. Let me see what I can do here. Zawa, I want you to actually go this way. I want you to go this way. Let's go ahead and paralyze you. Oh, that's a lot more of them than I thought there were. Zawa, fall back. Adir, why are you not moving out in the front? Okay, that's a lot more than I thought. Okay. We get right there. Thank you.
Zawa is ready.
Oh, great. They've got a bunch of monks, too.
Following your lead.
Endurance. Give me a buff. Can't even target the damn bastard. Oh, no, I'm stunned. Of course I'm stunned. Of course I'm fucking stunned again.
Hi?
Aloth, if you'd be so kind, Malignant Cloud on the back line. And I'm gonna die, because of course they decided to all focus fire on me. And he hasn't even unleashed his spell. That's getting in the way of everything. That's great. And that guy just went straight for our back line and is able to hit all of my fucking spellcasters. Thanks. Well, they're standing in the middle of that, but there's not much I can fucking do about it.
Zawa
Where
is
even is Zawa?
How may I help?
Oh, Adir was stunned that whole time, because of course... Because they put like 7 fucking monks who all had stunning blow in the fucking enemy encounter. Yes, that's a brilliant fucking idea. Yep, they've just been stunning Adir this entire time. Look at this shit. Something, anything, cast something, for the love of God. And now Zawa's getting his ass kicked by one dude. Why is there a named enemy? Where did the named enemy come from? Fine.
Right.
Fine.
In Tekoa, we have a memorial for the Saints' War. They say a Rawatai artillery master contributed to the Godhammer bomb. I wondered
Of course. You want Rawatai to be a part of this history. Crow about how your people helped the Deerwood. Maybe your Ranganui lied, Amawa.
On second thought, I'll ask Adair.
to say. Why would you think Durance would give any kind of answer that you would like? Okay, so yeah, we have to go up this way. If we don't go up this way, we can't explore the rest of this map. Oh yeah, just put 2 giant combat encounters next to one another, game. Thanks for that. Oh, look at that. A front line that I can't get past with a bunch of guys who trigger fucking sneak attacks behind them and they're all targeting my fucking dudes. That's great. Thanks, game. Fucking fireball these assholes, please. Oh, would you look at that? Durance is almost dead. Who would have guessed? Oh, would you look at that? Fireball doesn't actually do enough damage to even fucking... What is the... Did you even do any damage to them, Aloth? Aloth cast Fireball. 1 miss, 2 hits, and apparently did no damage. No. Durance does not have protection against the minor afflictions that enable sneak, and even if he fucking did, he's already dead. Kana also got paralyzed right off the bat.
Yes? Lavaru beyond.
Please cast Fireball. Oh my god. 19 damage. 19 damage. 19 fucking damage for a fucking Fireball.
Griff Uligna. Griff Uligna.
Accuracy and effect? No. No. Halts a single enemy? Nope. Increases concentration will bonus? Nope. That doesn't help. That doesn't help. Nope. Sicken and weaken? That doesn't affect sneak attack. Temporary suspension? That barely helps. Bonus to defense? Nope. Hobbled and stuck affliction. So that would work if I could ever get a 3rd level spell off before they've instantly paralyzed half of my team and then proceeded to sneak attack them all. Durgan cogwheels. These cogwheels were once the Durgan's battery. They were created in a 2-part process. The distinctive cog-shaped planchettes were cast in bronze. While cooling, they were struck in iron dies. The coins are still quite valuable in the Eastern Reach due to their high copper content. I really don't like these combat encounters. I just don't. I just don't. Are you fucking kidding me? Nope, it's a whole army. Of course it is. Fucking A. God fucking damn it. You know what? Fall back across the bridge. Hey dear, block him off.
How may I help?
Since we're gonna be using these, it says we're gonna be using this shit anyways. Go ahead and give me that. Go ahead and give me that. Yeah, you can't fucking go past it now, can you? You stupid son of a bitch. Go ahead and drop raw damage right on top of their ass, Aloth. Aloth? What part of cast the fucking spell did you not understand?
Following your lead.
Thank you. Nope, let it go. Let it go. There we go. Summon up the ogres. Nope. If they want to kill the summoned ogres, they can kill the summoned ogres. I don't give a flying fuck. There we go. Go for them now.
Let's go.
Hot damn. Still can't get mechanics above 10 yet. Level 6 powers. Manifests the target's allies' mental strength and projects them outwards, forcefully creating a shockwave that inflicts crush damage and knocks any in the area of effect prone. Foe AoE for crush damage and prone for 12 seconds. Not bad. Disintegration. Burn away the ethereal sinew that holds together the mind, body, and soul of the target, causing rapid raw damage. Targets that have their endurance reduced to 0 disintegrate into non-existence. 320 raw damage over 21 seconds. Mind Plague. Destroys an enemy in memory with calculated accuracy, leaving them dazed and confused before rapidly jumping to 5 other enemies. Dazed for 17 seconds, confused for 7 seconds, and jumps. That seems nowhere near as good as either of those other 2 abilities. We're going for Disintegration and Amplified Wave.
Huh?
Are you fucking kidding me?
Wait. Let's go.
What? No, 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 you have got to be shitting me. What?
Ah!
How may I help?
Yep, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. Oh no, they're not actually running forward. That's great. I love it. Oh boy, here they all come. Fucking hey. Summon those up, please. Anna, please finish your chanting. I'm begging you.
Zawa is ready.
Shut up, Zawa. Knock him on his ass. No, no, Adair, don't fucking move away. Don't fucking move.
Huh?
Disintegration on the paladin. Summon up the ogres. Yeah, fuck you, buddy. And Zawa's still gonna fucking die. Because of course he is.
Lava rule. Lava rule. Moe.
Omar's head. Okay, Gleaming Society. Yep, so that was one of their leaders. So I'm wrong, you did peel off like half of the bounty targets. Yeah, that's nice. It's better than nothing. +1 damage reduction per wound. Okay, there we go. That's nice. Endurance. Spell mastery of a level 2 spell. Suppress affliction for 6 points. That is worthless. 6 seconds is never enough to actually get through the combat. Store light endurance. No, I'm pretty sure we didn't get all of them 10 win because there was only one giant armored dude, and I'm pretty sure there were 2 of those when we actually pulled the whole group. Unity is sickened and weakened. Ionic projection. I actually like that one. Or a range of only 2 meters. That doesn't really help. We're going to go with consecrated ground. That should pair well. He also picks up cleansing flame, burn damage, then jumps to other targets. Crowns for the Faithful, gives Perception, Resolve plus 25, holy shit. And Intellect plus 6 for 40 seconds. Okay, that's pretty good. Yep. Minor Intercession, gives a friendly AoE and reduces duration of all hostile effects, good. Immunity to Charmed and Dominated, nice. Allied AoE emits a powerful zeal within allies and manifests in a aura that shocks any enemies near them. Okay, okay. And Litany against major afflictions. Immunity to Charm, Terrified, Stun, Petrified, Paralyzed, Dominated, Immunity to Weaken for 27 seconds. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I told you there was another giant dude over here. There we go. Yeah, fine plate armor, horned helm. Okay. Yeah, thank God that worked. It's amazing what happens when you can lure them to when you manage to get them on a fucking bridge and they can't just swarm all over you and have complete disregard for any existing fucking tank or anything else that could get in their way. It's almost like that's been my fucking problem with this game's combat system from the very beginning. Water trickles down glistening pillars and spears of ice. A few rocks peek out from between them. But I guess we're gonna go rest again because Durance currently is sitting on 2 wounds and fucking he's sitting on 1, and I don't want to go any further unless we have to. Also, apparently we did something. We earned a couple of coppers, hireling payday, and that's it. Wait a second. I thought we sent somebody on. Oh, for fuck's sake! I didn't actually click the button to assign her there. God damn it! What the supplicant leaving in 2 days? If ignored, -3 prestige. I don't want that to happen. Minor reputation with Gilded Veil negative. Fine, send an escort. Send Pelagina. That's exactly what she's good at. Ugh. I'm glad you all are enjoying my salt because it's driving my blood pressure up. What is left? The library, the Artificer's Hall, and the Botanical Garden. Let's just get the library out of the way. It's only 900 copper. The guy I wanted. The guy with the bounties is over here. Let's go ahead and deal with that. Leaving society is no more. Plenty of folks will be happy to hear it. Last thing we need out here is another big war. Take this. 3,000 copper and a bunch of experience. Okay. Ow. Oh, she's already done. That was fast. With the aid of a secretive Orlan cipher, a grieving mother was able to locate the so-called Nightmare in a remote part of southwestern Air Glanfath. Unexpectedly, the Nightmare was holding several Glanfathans in thrall, all of whom were willing to kill to protect the mirror. In a protracted battle, the grieving mother and the cipher were able to shatter the mirror and break the spell over the remaining thralls. As soon as the dust had settled, some of the cipher's associates arrived, apparently agents of some unknown organization. The Orlan coyly apologized to the grieving mother, but explained that the remains of the Nightmare had to be taken away for safekeeping. He was so proud of how things seemed to turn out that he didn't notice Grieving Mother was standing on a piece of the mirror through the entire speech. Naturally, Grieving Mother brought it back to Caed Nua as a memento. The Nightmare Fragment causes 5 uses, so I'm never going to fucking use it because I'm probably going to be worried about it. You play Banner Saga? You've mentioned it. I've played the beginning of Banner Saga. I've never finished it though. That might be another one I'd be willing to try on stream. Small piece of tin is all that you retain of the disturbing Nightmare, and with an artifact that was holding the Glanfathans in thrall. Mysterious group of Orlans arrived with the realms away, except for the fragments that you happen to be standing on. Even the tiny portion of the mirror still exerts a strong pull in your mind each time you gaze into it. Causes a faux AoE of Frighten for 15 seconds and Sicken for 15 seconds, but it literally only has 5 uses. So
Back to warm your hands, eh? Top quality.
golden whale. Yep.
You know, there are accounts of watchers in all of the regions I've visited. If the adventuring life doesn't work out for you, you could always read souls for coin, give people advice, tell them which family they're related to and whom they should duel for past offenses.
I'll keep that in mind, Kana. Probably safer than fighting off beasts, Kana chuckles, and you get just as much drama out of it. Nice. In the online game that existed beforehand. Really? So they did an online game to test out their combat system? I wasn't aware of that. Oh. Yeah, I didn't know that they did that. I just heard about Banner Saga years ago, and I remember picking it up at some point. Oh, I think I know when I picked it up. I think I picked it up after I played Fire Emblem because people were comparing that to that. But quite frankly, from what I remember, the first part of Banner Saga, the combat is much less forgiving than even the hard levels of Fire Emblem. Unless you're playing on like the unfair difficulty, but that's because the unfair difficulty just straight up cheats. Wait, what the fuck? Where did you guys come from? I'm not used to having enemies respawn. What the hell? Or having anything respawn, really. Freeze him. There we go. Oh, right. They have a fucking chance to get back up. I keep forgetting about that. I swear to God, we better not be taking a bunch of extra shit from these.
Aye?
Aloth, give me a fireball centered on him. Or you could miss entirely. Thanks, Aloth. That was real nice of you. Banner Saga is just a matter of figuring out the system being able to tolerate that maiming is often better than focus killing. Yeah, that was the thing that I noticed with the way their combat system was set up, is it actively made it worse if you killed everything quickly. Because if there was one enemy left, suddenly he got to go every single turn. And then he would proceed to just cause a shit ton of damage to you. Over and over and over again. There we go. Get the ice troll.
Let's go.
Okay. I don't know if we got any experience for that, but took care of it at least. There's a cave down there that leads out of the area, and we can finally explore the rest of this. Oh. Who just leveled up? Aloth, okay. No. Okay, level 6 spells. Minoleta's Precisely Piercing Burst. Foe AoE. Creates a burst of deadly force around the caster, causing any enemies in the immediate vicinity to take pierce damage, bypassing their damage reduction. Okay. Gaze of the Adragon. Foe AoE. Petrified for 8.4 seconds. Yeah, I can see why you suggest that. Yep. Wizard spell. Jump. Archimere's Capricious Hex, dazed and sickened and paralyzed on a foe AoE. Oh wow, so that you get both of them. I like this. Yeah, you know what? We're just going to turn that into nothing but that. As for his level 2 mastered spell, Ray of Fire. Necrotic Lance isn't the worst. Oh, it is. Wait, back it up. Oh, wait, what? Depending on its own mysterious what? Ah, that's the case. Hold on. Reflection, no. Destroyed. Wait, what? The enemies it touches potentially destroying those with low endurance. Ah, okay. Nigolas Freezing Pillar causes hobbled for 4.2 seconds and not a whole lot of actual damage. You know what? I'm going to go with Chain Lightning because it seems like that would be a good way to pair these up. You give the Gaze of Adragan, you hit a whole bunch of enemies with Petrified. Petrified increases the damage they take, and then you hit Chain Lightning among the whole group. Foe AoE confused for 7 seconds. Binding Web would be useful if it wasn't an AoE that affected me. Council Hut's Corrosive Siphon might be good. Foe AoE blinded for 28 seconds. That's actually sounds like a good one. Using that in most encounters would probably be good.
I've got it.
No, don't. You are fucking kidding me.
I'll get it open.
Fuck you, game. How fucking high do I have to have my mechanics for the... You know what? You know what? I fucking have a scroll for this. Friendly AoE mechanics +3. Fucking sick and tired of shit like this getting in the way.
I'll get it open. I'll get it open.
Fuck you, game. Fuck you. Give me whatever the fuck is in here. Oh, look. It wasn't fucking worth it. Fuck you. Hold the phone. That is a wraith. That is a wraith. We need to be careful with this then. You know what? Give us an actual start to the fight. There we go. Run over here. And I want Adir up here.
Zawa is ready.
Shut up, Zawa. Oh, that's a lot of them. Okay. Let me see here. Okay, now we want them to bunch up before we do that. They are not immune to Petrify, so we want them to bunch up around Adir. What the fuck?
Zawa is ready.
Alright, well, I officially don't like you. I don't like you one bit. Paralyze that bitch.
No use.
Zawa, why are you... Where are you taking the damage from, Zawa? Where are you taking the damage from? Because everything just hits him for 30 fucking damage. What did I think was gonna fucking happen?
Yes?
And he's fucking paralyzed. Stunned. Whatever. Please go away. Please get out of the way, Aloth. Give me... That doesn't even work on them. That's just fucking great. Go ahead and cast that on them. Please cast it on them. For the love of God.
How may I help?
Durance. Durance, please. Nope, Aloth's already fucking down because he fucking got attacked by all of this, didn't he? Fucking shit. Fuck. Why am I... Please move up. No, I'm still stunned. That's why. Fucking attack the one that's not moving!
Yeah.
Well, he's about to go down again. Again.
Yes?
Summon up the ogres. Yep, there we go. When every single enemy can inflict stun, it's just so nice. It's so nice when they can just stun and 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 stun. Is that even doing any damage then? Thank you for actually killing that one, Adir. Nope. Forget them.
We're one fewer now.
Why does it say welcome to the chat room? Did something happen to the chat? Why did my thing just update with that?
Following your lead.
You know what? Give me the worms next. Please summon them up. Thank you. Fire damage on them, please. Oh look, and they stun, and 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 stun.
Lavaru.
Oh look, they stunned again! And then they stun again. And then they stun again.
Yes?
Thank you for the ogres at least being useful. And stun! Jesus fucking Christ. And stun! Fucking A. And stun! Will you fucking get close enough to hit him?
What?
Handles have been worn smooth in one. You can just detect the shape of a sword and another the stocky body of a dwarf. Trace fading outline shapes in the panels. It looks like they were once a sequence of reliefs, but the images have been worn away. Behind a frigid curtain of water is an alcove, its walls flecked with ice. In the middle you see a rough stone pedestal glazed with ice from the falls. A cruciform hilt and tapered blade protrude from the pedestal. Judging by the size of the hilt and the apparent length of the blade, you infer that it's an S-stock. The alcove and stone pedal are little more than dilapidated ruins. Ice pries cracks in the stone floor and coats the slick floor. The S-stock, what little of it you can see, appears to be in better condition. It seems odd that anyone would leave a sword here. However, as you get close, you hear what sound to be the screams and shouts of tormented souls. Well, obviously, we don't want to touch it yet. What does this say? You can detect the shape of a sword, and in another, the stocky body of a dwarf. That's literally all it tells me. Hey there. Armor speed penalty is reduced. Damage over time taken into healing. Accuracy for 15 seconds. Converts crits to hits and hits to grazes. That's probably one of his better choices. Disengagement attacks. Fighters immune to the frightened and terrified conflictions. Unbroken. Revive self with a 124 endurance, 5 damage reduction for 30 seconds, 10 deflection for 30 seconds. Okay, that seems like a good idea.
Yeah.
Alright, fine. Pull the weapon from the stone. I'll do it myself. You cross into the falls, gasping as the water douses you. Your breaths echo in the small chamber. As you approach the pedestal, you see the reflection of falling water running along the blade. You grab the hilt. The hate, fear, and violence of a dozen mad, gibbering voices fills your mind. You shudder through a wave of mental pain, struggling to hold the voices back. Grunts and cries of agony ring through the tiny space, but you keep a hold of the hilt and eventually regain a measure of focus. Yet just as your breathing steadies and the cacophony subsides, something pulls your arms forward. It suddenly feels as if you're holding a heavy and painful burden. You'd probably pull the S-stock free, but it would be taxing without careful effort. Brace against the pedestal in order to pull the S-stock out. You climb on top of the pedestal and adopt a wide stance for better leverage. Wiggle the S-stock loose. With a few skilled and precise movements, you manage to jostle the blade. The hilt pops up a few inches, but the S-stock is still tightly wedged in the stone. After working on the S-stock, you're able to pull it free without too much trouble. Yet when you try to release the S-stock, it remains stuck in your hand. You feel something within the weapon grasping at your soul and binding to it. When you look at the blade, you see new writing glowing from the metal. The Grey Sleeper. Bound to me. Speed slow. Two-handed S-stock. Piercing damage. Decipher the first verse of the poem. 10% chance to cast Paralyze on hit or critical hit. Nice. Fine. Cannot be unequipped. 5 damage reduction bypass. Let me guess. It replaced... Yeah, it replaced my fucking pike with that. Of course it did. The S-stock has a smooth, sturdy blade that tapers to a needle-sharp point. The groans of a dozen tortured souls ring from the metal, binding the weapon to the hand of its wielder for so long as the curse persists. A few verses are etched along the blade. 'Tis a traitor's fate to sleep and never rest, whilst knowledge of his deed stays lodged within his breast. But Ernst's penance heals the sorrowful man.
and worthy actions stay the executioner's hand. A new verse appeared when the blade was drawn from its pedestal. It reads, "Seek the whirling agent made of copper Adra stone. Awaken first your essence so that you may atone." The whirling agent. Interesting. The whirling agent of copper, Adra, and stone. That sounds like one of the machines from the Ingwithan ruins. Which leads me to believe that there's probably one of them around here. Shh. What have we got down here? This is leading towards a cave. I'd recommend doing the riddles first. I'm okay, but how? Like, surprisingly fast if you hit them out and the resulting weapon is extremely strong. Seek the whirling agent made of copper Adra stone. Awaken first your essence so that you may atone. Okay. Dwarven Watchtower Cave, Torn Pack, Dwarven Ruin. Okay, hold on. Tenwin, don't give me the answer to the whole riddle. Do I have to go back to the actual overworld, to the rest of the Dyrwood in order to solve this? Okay, that answered it. But yeah, I wasn't asking for the full thing. Because my assumption, when you said whirling stone, yes. Okay, that was my major concern, is I didn't know if it was stuff that was only in the DLC, or if it was stuff that was in the overarching world. But yes, if it's gonna do that, we can spend the last few minutes of stream going and getting this figured out. I'm fine with that. I don't care. 2 days. Whoop-de-fucking-do. The S-Stock seems to hum as it nears the Ingwithan machine. Something arcs between the steel blade and the Adra core of the ancient device. The voices in the S-Stock grow quieter. The weapon feels more powerful. New writing appears along the blade. Okay, grants slow spirits. Foe AoE with a reduction in attack speed and move speed for 15 seconds. Very nice. Find the sun-kissed hillocks where the dead folk sleep. Rest beside their wasting flesh. Inspect what dreams you reap. Sun-kissed hillocks where the dead folk sleep. Hillocks. Dead... Dead folk sleep. Heritage Hill? No. Hold on. Sun-kissed hillocks where the dead folk sleep. Rest beside their wasting flesh. Inspect what dreams you reap. Sun-kissed hillocks where the dead folk sleep. So some kind of cemetery. Sun-kissed hillock. Well, we passed by a cemetery in the Easternwood, don't we? There's like a big one right before Radric's Hold. Yeah, there's a big old graveyard up here. Where the dead folks sleep. Stuff back here. Give me that. No, not that one. Sun-kissed hillock where the dead folks sleep. Well, the problem is that could also be Burial Isle, but we haven't gained access to that yet. Could be Heritage Hill. Guess it's a good thing we can get back in here. Sun-kissed hillock where the dead folks sleep. I know, I'm trying to figure it out, Tenwin. Sun-kissed hillock where the dead folk sleep. That's the main portion of the verse.
That's the one that actually describes what's there. I'm working on it. Don't tell me just yet. Sun-kissed hillock, where the dead folks sleep. No. Kissed hillock, where the dead folks sleep. What? I don't remember being where we had a bunch of... Find the sun-kissed hillocks where the dead folks sleep. Rest beside their wasting flesh. Inspect what dreams you reap. Sun-kissed hillocks where the dead folks sleep. Rest beside the wasting flesh. Inspect what dreams you weep. I would again, I assume that's a graveyard of some kind or a grave site. Black Meadow, where all the dragon bones and worm skulls are? The dead folk sleep? Oh, wait. Sun-kissed hillock where the dead folks sleep. Rest beside their wasting flesh. I need to rest somewhere. I need to... Oh, it might actually be the fucking graveyard in the Eastern Wood then. Also, I haven't... That's it. We've only got like 2 left. Go ahead, grab that.
Right.
The loam soil squishes underfoot, and something invisible seems to rise from it. You detect essence, faint and barely perceptible, drifting from the graveyard. The gray sleeper seems to feed on it, and the strange voices grow quieter still. Another verse gleams in the steel. 5% chance to cast Invoke Vessels, which summons 1 to 3 of various undead on hit or critical hit. Nice. Fingers of the world, Adra strong and whole, kneel before the pillars, bring order to your soul. Fingers of the world, Adra strong and whole, kneel before the pillars. Oh, then it has to be the one that's under Caed Nua, right? Because that one actually has a hand that is in them.
I must say, I'm impressed.
Thank you, Aloth. We need to go... doesn't this connect to the below? Yes, it should. Oh, that's the Endless Paths. Is that still... I think it is? Yep. Maybe? No? Fingers of the world, Adra strong and whole, kneel before the pillars, bring order to your soul. Well, I don't have an emote. A bit too deep, I think. What, they're on the surface? I mean, there's that Adra...
I must say, I'm impressed.
Oh, that does look like fingers, doesn't it? As you kneel, the voices of the Grey Sleeper reach a low, peaceful harmony. A final surge of energy fills the blade, and the voices fall silent. You feel the curse snap like rotten cord.
5% chance to cast Twin Stones, foe target with foe AoE, on hit or critical hit. 10% chance to cast Paralyze. Very nice. A penance now complete, a burden now a gift. Keep this weapon at your side to remind you of your shrift. Sweet. Now you have one of the best weapons in the game. Yeah, that's cool. And it's a bound weapon too. I was wondering when I was going to find one for me. That was cool. I'd like it if it was a little more themed to my character, but I like the damage and I like the abilities. The Paralyze works well. It has superb accuracy and damage. Yeah. All right. Well, that is going to have to finish us up for today. As I mentioned, I will be doing a bonus stream tomorrow to make up for the fact that I'm going to be gone on Wednesday and Friday. So I will see you all tomorrow. Let me see if I can find somebody to raid real fast. Thank you all for joining me, and thank you all for showing up on a Mondays. Usually Mondays are pretty slow, but we had some decent, we had a decent number of people actually show up to watch, and thanks for joining us for pretty much the whole stream sent. Thank you. You raid the stuns admirably. I know, I get that some people like seeing the streamer rage, but there's a fine line between raging and sounding like I'm just a whiny asshole. Like, I really am trying not to sound like I'm being, like I'm trying to be annoying with it. There's just some aspects of the combat that do piss me off. And I don't even hate the developers for it. Someone on the development team probably worked really hard to try and develop really challenging encounters, and it's not their fault that I'm not doing so well on them. It's mainly only big people on right now. Yeah, I'm not seeing anybody that I'm actively following or that I've raided before. Then I guess not today. I don't need to be raiding into big streamers, and they're all doing fancier stuff than I am anyways. Regardless, I will see you all tomorrow, same time as usual 3-hour stream. As I said, just to try and make up for the fact that I'm going to be gone Wednesday and Friday, and I hope you all have a great week and a great rest of your day, and I will see you all tomorrow. Hope you have a good one.